to the second night of our new play contest readings. A little bit of background, we were sent in hundreds of scripts this year, and it was a difficult process with 9 or 10 readers to get through all of those incredible scripts and whittle it down to 3 amazing full-length shows. Last night we had Kindness of Strangers by Jan Borngasser, and tonight we're very excited to be able to present Mixed Messages by Evan Edwards. So thank you so much for joining us for this. I'd like to share a little bit about the process of concert readings, because of course we're accustomed to coming to the theater and there's the proscenium arch, or you see things in the round in a black box, but we have this expectation, don't we, as audience members, that we show up and actors have lines memorized and there are no scripts in sight and we are transported into the world of a play. So concert readings are a little bit different. You see music stands. The actors have their scripts on these music stands. The show is not memorized. And the goal is for, through the rehearsals and this final performance of the reading, is for our playwright to be able to get that show one step closer to being finished and being published. And that's our goal as we work through all of these scripts. We want to support playwrights as they develop their work. We want them to hear the reaction from the audience. We want them to hear the reaction from the director and from the actors. And that helps them whittle down what they need to whittle, or make adjustments, add things, take things away, so that play is ready to be published. And that is our final goal for the evening. And I'd like to put a special shout out into the world for Paula Sisk, who's our Director of Education. She's being the mastermind. She's behind putting all things educational together, but this has really been a huge project. And we could not have done it without her leadership and her patience, because it's really big. It's hundreds and hundreds of people to stay in contact with, plus all the directors and the actors and the changes and so forth. So we really appreciate you, Paula. What else do you need to know? We hope that you enjoy it. We hope that you will tell people that you were part of this process. And we hope that you will come back tomorrow night for the first place winner. And that show is called The Odyssey of Tyrell James. All 3 of these plays that we're reading this year, we all as readers felt really passionately about. And I hope that you feel the same. So thank you so much for joining us and being part of the process. I hope you enjoy the show.
We opened the drawing room in various hallways throughout the Boudier estate in New Orleans, Louisiana. The drawing room has 3 entrances, a front door foyer on the right, an archway center, and a hallway leading into the house. There's a bar, a couple of armchairs, an ottoman, an end table, and a sofa. There are cardboard boxes, all shapes and sizes around the room. The oldest son, Charlie, enters with his wife, Bettina, dressed in business casual, entering with their luggage in the foyer.
I understand your desire to play the perfect son, but why do I have to be present to witness it?
Proverbs 18:22. A man's greatest treasure is his wife. She is a gift from the Lord. The Lord and my mother expect my wife to accompany me. We must keep up appearances.
You could have simply explained that I had a terrible migraine and couldn't fly.
Migraine or no, did you think for one moment I would leave you home alone with the gardener?
Bettina notices all the boxes in the room.
What the bloody hell?
Language, Bettina. While you're here, you will play the part of the dutiful wife and lady, neither of which speak with such vulgarity.
Apologies, Charles, darling, but it looks as though your mother is being robbed.
A man enters in jeans, t-shirt, and no shoes.
Good morning. You're early. I was just giving a hog breakfast.
The devil are you?
Language, darling.
I'm the butler.
You're not Beaumont. Beaumont is old. He was 107 when I was a child.
Maybe he has a bloody portrait in the attic.
Please.
Apologies, darling.
I'll take your bags.
Yes, of course.
Beaumont moves to get the bag.
No, he may not. He probably has pig poop on his hands.
Quiet, Bettina is obviously a grifter who's ransacked the place looking for money.
One doesn't ransack tidily in boxes, darling.
Nor does one rob tidily in boxes either. But that would be his modus operandi.
Charlie takes out his wallet and throws it to Beaumont, who catches it.
Here, take it all. Just do not hurt us. Slowly move to the archway, Bettina.
Charlie grabs hold of Bettina, using her as a shield, and they start to cautiously circle to the other side of Beaumont.
Mr. and Mrs. Boudier.
Charles, he knows our names.
Run, Bettina!
Charlie pushes Bettina toward Beaumont, then exits. Bettina lingers for a moment in Beaumont's arms, starts to caress him, then leans in for a kiss.
I'm the butler, madam. I do not tend to those needs.
Bettina races and runs after Charlie.
Charles, wait for me.
13 years later, and she's still trying to sleep with me.
Beaumont takes the bags and leaves. Josh, the youngest son, enters wearing a broad board shorts, a t-shirt, flip-flops, and a backpack, talking on his phone.
Holy crap, dude! I'm home! This place hasn't changed, except for the boxes, the covered furniture, and the missing pictures. Other than that, totes the same. Whoa, no way! I'm not gonna miss that. I'll be back Monday night before orientation. Trust. I would not miss scoping out that primo freshman. Yeah, Tico, those are the rules, dude. No wig dipping till I get back. Dude, yeah, I know. I have to tell her. I promised I would. You know, I'm aware the clock is ticking. Duh. I don't know what's gonna happen if she doesn't like it. Tico, I came home to tell her, so I'll tell her. Trust. I just gotta find the right time. Yeah, me too. Ciao.
Josh hangs up the phone as Beaumont returns dressed in proper butler attire.
Good afternoon, Master Joshua.
Beaumont, dude, you're looking good. And young, too. I bet it's because you don't get out much. You probably don't have time to party either. You know, your life sucks, dude.
To be sure.
Dude.
Shall I show you to your room?
Lead on, McDuff.
Shakespeare. One of his oft misquoted lines.
Boxes in the room catch Josh's eye, and he moves over to examine it.
Did you know he actually wrote lay on McDuff, meaning make a vigorous attack?
Oh, what? Sorry. McDuff is our frat house attendant. Spaced out for a second because I'm kind of hungry.
Well, luncheon is finished. Shall I bring a bite to your room?
Onward ho, and let's lay on some food, dude.
Beaumont and Josh exit as Ricky, the middle Asian son, enters in jeans and a polo shirt with a shoulder bag and a very distinctive rolling carry-on.
Well, I canceled my wedding to be here. Who does that? I don't even like it here. When I get back to Montreal, Lars will have had time to cool off, and I'll explain to him why he shouldn't meet my family. Under these circumstances, there has to be circumstances, right? The last time I was summoned home was when Dad died 10 years ago. What am I kidding? Lars meeting my family under any circumstance would be disastrous. I've lost my mind. I'm alone in the room, talking to myself.
He moves into the room and trips over a box.
Ricky?
Jeffrey, oh my God!
They
I
hug,
missed you.
a full hug, lingering hug, and that lasts longer than it should without a release.
I've missed you too. What are you doing here? Are you back?
No, Mom sent for me.
Beaumont releases Ricky.
What are you doing?
I work here.
Really? I figured you'd have your own architecture firm by now.
We used to dream about working together, remember?
You were going to design the outside of the buildings, and I was going to design the inside.
Starting with our house.
Right? We're going to call the farm Boudier and Beaumont. That would have been amazing, Jeffrey.
But look how we ended up instead.
Wow. It's a wreck in here.
Your mother is redecorating.
Again? I wonder how our inner self will be expressed this time. Spanish Inquisition? My house, my rules are Marie Antoinette the Cape years.
Speaking of your mother, please refer to me as Beaumont and not Jeffrey.
Beaumont's what we call your dad.
Should I show you to your room, sir?
Why do you sound like Charlie with his fake English accent?
I have no idea what you speak, sir.
Come on. Did your dad put you up like this?
I assure you, he did not.
Really? Oh, he has such a wicked sense of humor.
You're back, sir.
Remember the time you replaced Mom's sweet tea with the thing that you...
You know, my dad has been dead for 5 years, thank you very much. Now, give me your damn bag.
One grabs this distinctive carry-on bag.
Jeffrey, what happened?
Leaping Beaumont says,
Cocktails will begin shortly at 6. It's requested you dress.
Jeffrey! I should have used this break from Larson to take a vacation to Hawaii or Australia or even to hell. I'm sure it would be better than leaving here. Jeffrey, wait!
Josh enters in a nice pair of dress pants and plain dress shirt and goes behind the bar. Bettina enters in a cocktail dress.
Oh, thank God. After the day I've had, I need a drink. Gin and tonic, extra limes. Oh, have you heard? This morning in the foyer, I was robbed and accosted at gunpoint.
What goes in that?
I beg your pardon?
What goes in that drink you want?
Gin and tonic?
Dude, I heard you the first time. If you want it, you gotta tell me what's in it.
It's a good thing you're pretty.
Yo, flattery will get you everything, including me.
He handles Bettina a shot of tequila.
Cheers.
Cheers indeed.
They both down their shots. Charlie enters in cocktail attire.
Josh,
Charlie!
Josh runs over and flicks Charlie in the groin.
How's it hanging, bro?
to the left, thank goodness.
They hug.
Oh, I feel one of my headaches coming on. Do fetch my pills.
Of course, darling. But first, let me introduce you to my youngest brother, Joshua. Josh, this is my wife, Bettina.
I thought you only had one brother, the gay.
Play nice, Bettina. I have two. Josh wasn't at our wedding.
I was otherwise occupado.
Surfing with father and Tonga.
Oh, well, there's no need for my pills then. My apologies, Josh. I thought you were the bartender.
So that's why you asked for that Mondo drink.
What did you ask for, dog?
A gin and tonic.
Ricky enters dressed in a suit.
Hey everyone!
Ricky,
Josh runs
dude!
over to him.
Ricky, dude, how's it hanging?
Do not flick my balls, Josh.
Pardon, Cooper.
They hug.
It's good to see you.
Ricky and Charles shake hands.
Ricky.
Bettina.
Oh,
Bettina returns. Beaumont returns.
oh, Charles, the box-packing bandit is back.
Proverbs 6 and 30. Do not despise a thief if he steals to satisfy his soul when he is hungry.
Here, take my earrings.
She
The
starts
family heirlooms worth a fortune.
Boys, give over your wallets.
Why? That's Jeffrey, the butler's son. Oh, sorry. Beaumont. Apparently he's the butler here now.
Oh,
Just as clueless as ever.
the butler's son. Right.
My dad got sick my final semester at school.
You're Jeffrey. Well, hold it. I should like my wallet back.
I placed it with Miss Boudier's headache pills in your room. By a small empty box on top of the vanity.
Brilliant. You remember Jeffrey, darling.
I dropped out and came back here to take care of him.
At our wedding, he's the boy who nicked champagne from the caterers.
Your mother was gracious enough to pay his medical bills.
Then they got so drunk that Ricky...
You come flower girl.
I took his job to pay her back.
I remember it all too well.
Indentured servitude?
Yo, Jeeves!
That's a new low, even for her.
Who the devil is Jeeves?
You were a party animal. What happened?
I thought you said that was Jeffrey, the butler's son.
Who is now our butler, dude? And since Jeeves is a butler's name, that makes him our Jeeves. Duh.
There is a sort of convoluted logic to that, sir.
I didn't know your life turned out like this.
Exactly, so totes lighten up and have a little fun.
How could you?
I refuse to partake in this insipid little...
Forget the boomer over there, as you were, riffraff.
Now see here,
You left and never came back.
just because I won't play along is no reason to call him...
The butler from the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Why would I come back?
For me.
Gin and tonic.
Certainly, madam. You should come back for me.
Yo, teach me that drink so I can make it for the lady.
Of course, sir.
Beaumont and Josh go to the bar.
Oh, this should be entertaining. The eunuch and the boy toy.
And how are you, Bettina? Is the current gardener keeping that withered old area of yours moist?
1 part gin,
Certainly not.
And
2 parts tonic.
Our lawns are atrocious.
And,
Chadwick is simply not keeping up.
Extra lines.
and,
Beaumont looks to Josh as there's no and, that's it. Brings the drink to Bettina, who then goes to the stage right chair.
No worries, darling. The right man will come.
I'm sure they all do.
Josh makes 2 more drinks at the bar.
Don't sit there, it's reserved.
For who? Certainly not your mother. I'm sure she'll be dramatically entered draping herself across the divan.
dude, a drink for you. And Ricky, one for...
Josh hands Ricky a glass. Charlie takes a sip and spits it on Bettina.
Charles! Oh,
No thanks, I'm a vodka soda guy.
Apologies, darling, but in my defense, it is dreadful.
But I followed the recipe Mr. Belvedere gave me.
Not quite, sir. You use Curacao Blanco.
I thought that was a fancy gin.
It's triple sec, sir, in almond flavored liqueur.
Josh plops down on the sofa and sulks.
about as bright as a burnt out 20-watt bulb, but way hotter.
Bettina, calm yourself.
Is anyone going to help me, or do I just stand here sticky?
Oh, aren't you used to that?
Beaumont, wipe her down, please.
Certainly, sir.
Beaumont takes a towel and wipes down Bettina.
Oh, remember to dab lightly. I don't want to stain my dress. Ooh, yes, perfect. Now rub ever so gently. Don't forget the top.
Beaumont starts at the top and works his way downward. Bettina starts to purr with ecstasy.
Yes, just like that. Now, slowly in circles. Over, so slowly. Oh, there's more there, and slowly, slow.
Bettina! You're in public. A dutiful wife.
Please excuse me while I go disinfect my hands.
Apologies, darling.
Perhaps you need a reminder of our arrangement.
Well, just shove her into one of these boxes and ship her back to England.
That's my wife you're speaking about.
Well, not in the biblical sense.
Now, see here.
Mother enters with flourish and looking fashionably fabulous as always.
All of my sons in one room. I can die a happy woman.
Mother,
They hug.
you will outlive the cockroaches.
What's the use of living if only bugs can see how fabulous I am? Besides, when the good Lord calls, we all have to answer. And look who the Lord has brought home. Ricky.
It wasn't God who brought me here, it was your summons.
How's my little sugar bowl? Get over here and give your mama some of that sugar.
Hi, Mom.
He kisses Mother on the cheek.
Did you know the air conditioning in my room isn't working? And the screens are missing from the windows? And
Really? I'll have a man here first thing in the morning.
where am I supposed to sleep tonight?
Oh, honey, this is a large estate. Surely for one night you can find some of the room to sleep in.
Okay, fine. And since you're so full of answers, why don't you tell us why we're here?
I have an entire agenda worked out for the weekend.
Oh, of course you do. So what is it, and what does it have to do?
How
Mother notices
come?
Josh and says to him,
How come, my precious baby boy is over there pouting? You're too handsome to be messing up your face like that.
I tried to make some drinks and I failed. They sucked.
Charlie, get your baby brother a drink.
Of course, Mother. Beaumont.
No, you make it.
Charlie sighs and goes to make Josh a drink.
Yes, best do as Mummy says.
Now, Joshua Etienne, making drinks is Beaumont's responsibility.
Oh, really? Could have fooled me.
Why do you insist on doing things you need not do? Play to your strengths, baby boy.
I do, Ma. In fact, this semester at college...
College, your strengths are being good looking and fun. Speaking of which, where are my grandbabies?
Oh, when we read the invitation, we assumed.
When you assume you make an ass out of you.
And me.
That's what I said, an ass out of you.
Charlie brings Josh a drink.
We didn't bring the children because there was only one mention of adult activities.
So we deduced it was adults only.
This weekend is for my blood relatives. So since we're deducting,
My apologies, Alicia.
Mother Duval,
Mother Duval.
We'll bring your grandson and granddaughter around for Thanksgiving. Bettina, book the tickets straight away.
Oh, really, Charles? Lady, wife, and secretary? Keeping up with appearances is appearing less real by the minute.
Bettina takes out her phone and exits as Beaumont re-enters.
Madam, dinner is served.
Charlie, go and hurry, get Bettina.
Of course, Mom.
He exits.
Boys, while we wait for your brother, go wash up for dinner.
But Mom, we just...
No back talk. Get together.
Josh downs his drink and starts walking slowly at first.
First one to the powder room wins.
Ricky
Not-
starts walking.
not here to play games this weekend.
They both break into a fast walk, pushing and pulling each other while exiting.
Oh, there will be games played, and hopefully this time the house will win.
I'm sorry, madam?
Beaumont, I'm losing my boys. They won't even come to visit unless I send for them. If I don't win them back before the...
Before what, madam?
Never mind. My boys are floundering out in the world alone, but this weekend, Mama's going to fix everything.
If I may be so bold as to ask, how?
I have a 4-point agenda, which includes the cavalry arriving tomorrow morning.
The cavalry is the air conditioning repairman?
No, silly. There'll be no air conditioning repairman. I broke that on purpose myself. Somebody's better's coming to fix other things. If all the rumors are true and I play this new guest correctly, I should be able to achieve 2 of my 4 goals by brunch tomorrow afternoon.
Exactly who is arriving?
Don't you worry about who. You just focus on doing your job.
Shall I make up another bedroom?
Hopefully they won't be staying the night. But whatever happens this weekend happens. I won't question anything as long as you do what you feel is right.
I'm sorry, I'm confused. Who is coming and how am I...
I believe dinner is waiting.
Beaumont offers Mother his arm and they exit. A small colored hallway.
Speak to the representative. A representative. Oh, hello. I would like to book 2 tickets.
Over $2.
Quite right. I'll make that 3 tickets.
3? Why 3?
The third is for the nanny.
For the love
He
of...
grabs the phone from her.
Hello. We'd like to book 4 tickets.
4? Are you planning on returning?
As are you.
Oh, like bloody hell I am.
She grabs the phone back.
3 tickets.
Bettina,
Why would I come back? Your mother hates me.
it simply takes time for her to warm up to be.
We've been married for 13 years.
You're coming, and that's final.
Bettina
4.
grabs the phone back again and speaks into it.
5 tickets.
5?
The nanny. I'm not coming and taking care of the children.
That's what a grandmother's job is.
He grabs the phone back.
4 tickets.
5 tickets.
She grabs it back. Charlie grabs the phone.
You're being unreasonable. No, not you. My wife. Isaiah 1:18. Come now and let us reason together.
There'll be no reasoning.
She grabs the phone back and speaks.
5 tickets.
Charlie attempts to grab the phone again, but offended.
Now be gone. No, not you. No, we will not change our minds again, I promise. Oh, tell your mother I won't be long. No, not your mother. Really, you must pay better attention. I would like 6 tickets. No, we will not change our minds again. Definitely 6. 4 first class for the family, 1 business class for the nanny, and 1 coach. Well, for my sexy gardener Chadwick, of course.
Bettina exits. Meanwhile, back in the drawing room, Mother enters and sits on the right side of the sofa. Ricky enters, followed by Josh, who quickly walks in and sits in a chair left of the sofa.
I'm first again, dude. I won getting to dinner and I win now.
Josh, we're not kids anymore. Now get out of my seat.
I was here first.
That's my seat, so move. Mom, make Josh move.
Baby boy, scoot over here. You know how Ricky is.
Josh sits next to Mother on the sofa. Ricky sits in the stage left chair.
Speaking of how people are, why don't you tell us your plan for the weekend?
Dude, we gotta wait for Charlie. He should know too.
Charlie enters with the chair.
Okay, he's here. We're all here now. Now, Mom, tell us why.
All my boys home. I think I'm going to cry.
Yo, Ma, you know I hate it when you get misty-eyed. Makes me all gushy inside.
Gushy. Is that a word you've learned from USC at Berkeley?
Beaumont enters, goes to the bar and pours digestive drinks. He delivers one to Mother, Josh, and Ricky.
Well, I don't know what our mother wants, but her sons want to know why we were summoned here.
Now, I'll never understand why you people don't discuss things during dinner.
Good manners dictate dinner conversation to be light and easy. Now, I know you know what easy means, but there's a dictionary right over there should you need a definition for good and manners.
Beaumont delivers a drink to Charlie, then leaves. Bettina approaches the stage right chair.
I find eating in silence quite boring.
Hold on, Bettina. You boys have led very comfortable lives, so where are your manners? Gentlemen rise when a lady, or in Bettina's case, a baroness approaches.
A what?
A baroness, a title awarded by the British Crown.
It comes with money, lands, and lots of conditions. You'll find out about all of that soon enough, Charles.
What the devil?
Dude, you married royalty?
Josh stands and bows.
Your Highness.
That's not necessary.
Or
Correct. She's not the queen.
But we all know who is.
Follow your baby brother's lead and get to your feet.
Ricky stands, Bettina approaches the side chair, and Josh and Ricky begin to sit.
Stop right there, Bettina.
Oh dear Lord, what now?
Josh and Ricky pop back up again.
That seat is taken.
I told you.
By whom?
My husband.
Oh, I thought they had all passed.
They. I've only married one man.
But your sons? You were married thrice, were you not?
Actually, I was married 4 times, all to the same man. Have a seat on that box over there.
Bettina sits on the box, and Josh and Ricky sit.
I have to say I'm quite confused by all of this, darling. I knew your father was Sebastian, and I thought your mother had multiple spouses.
His mother's right here, and she did not. Charlie, get a drink for your...
Josh stands up.
I got it, Ma.
Sit down, Josh.
Yo, Ma, I can.
Stick to what you do best.
Josh sits back down.
Charles Abbott, did I stutter?
No, ma'am. Getting drinks is a Beaumont's job.
Do you see Beaumont?
No, ma'am.
Then get to get it.
Yes, ma'am.
Be a good little son.
Charlie goes to the bar.
So, Ma, can we talk about what I do best?
Why don't we talk about why we're all here instead?
Beaumont!
Really, Mother, you couldn't have done that a moment earlier.
Mother shoots Charlie a look. He immediately starts pouring a drink, and Beaumont re-enters.
Yes, madam.
Dessert, please.
Of course, madam.
Beaumont leaves.
Sebastian and I were married when we were 16.
Well, what does it have to do with why we're here?
Shh, let Ma take the wheel.
Thank you, baby boy.
Charlie delivers a drink to Bettina.
We had Charlie the year after. We were far too young to understand how a marriage works or how to be good parents. We tried, but to no avail, so we separated. There's no sin in divorce if one has the right reason.
When I was 6, Father took me to live with his mother.
End of story. Can we talk about your agenda now, Mom?
Beaumont re-enters with a dessert cart. Charlie approaches and gets metaphors.
3 years after the divorce,
Flopping down the
Yo,
chair.
Ma.
Sebastian shows up at my door with little Charlie in tow, begging me to take him back.
Why do you keep saying divorce funny?
I loved the man with my whole being, so I did.
Later in life, I missed my London grandmother terribly, so I went back to attend the university where I met you, Bettina.
Charlie hands metaphor to Bettina. Josh goes to Beaumont and gets dessert.
Charlie, your father and I paid for you to attend Oxford.
And I have thanked you profusely for it.
Honey, how can I say this nicely? You're a mixed race child, born and mostly bred in the suburbs of New Orleans.
As we all are and were, Mother. Are you off on another tangent?
She's saying drop the accent. Didn't work for Madonna, it's not gonna work for you.
Dude, way harsh, but way true.
After Sebastian and I were married again, precious Ricky came into our lives 3 or so years in. Another divorce.
Did you guys hear it this time? She said divorce funny.
Charlie stayed here.
And Dad took me to Montreal, where I later moved on as an adult. End of story. Why are we here this weekend?
Sebastian went to Montreal.
Oh, come on. I'm out of here.
Ricky gets up and leaves.
Kendrick Francois sits down. You have not been excused.
Ricky sits down mumbling.
Whatever.
As I was saying, I was then a twice divorced single mother running the family business.
What is happening?
Sebastian knew people didn't take too kindly to that, but he left with Ricky anyway. He swore one of his children would honor our ancestors and speak French, the language of love. When you came back from Montreal, Ricky, I couldn't understand a word you were saying, unlike now.
Dude, you speak French? How come you never spoke it to me?
Because you don't.
Oh, yeah, right.
If I ask in French, will you answer? Maman, pourquoi? Je ne sais pas.
Technically, technically, that's not French. It's equivalent.
Ricky gets up to get a dessert.
It isn't it? So how does one find true love in Montreal, Ricky, if the language of love is fake?
Jeffrey, can we talk?
Technically, it's not fake in terms of linguistics.
I'm snoring, dude.
Joshua, mind your manners.
It's Beaumont and no.
Yes, ma'am.
At any rate, Sebastian came home again. He begged me again. We reconciled again and remarried again. Before long, Josh was born. Then we divorced again.
I'm so sorry about your dad.
And she said it again. Divorced. So weird.
Charlie and Ricky stayed behind while baby Josh was whisked off.
You must have been devastated.
They went to Tonga, this little island kingdom east of Australia.
Josh fakes being asleep and makes a loud snoring sound.
Joshua Etienne.
He stops. Ricky snickers in spite of everything.
Sorry, Mom.
You just left me.
I was single again, but with two very different looking little boys to take care of and several businesses to run.
Alone.
You can't imagine how the tongue started to wag, with the ladies of the auxiliary being the worst of them.
Those old biddies have never been nice to you, Mother.
She didn't approve of me or you, Jeffrey.
They were and still are my social peers and contemporaries.
Dude, with friends like those, you're better off alone.
So I got shipped off to the boarding school.
And I was alone. It was just me facing all the pressure, all the scrutiny, and all the vicious rumors.
It wasn't prison. You could have come back.
Meanwhile, Sebastian was trying to find himself and find some cultural traditions for you children.
Why?
Louisiana and New Orleans in particular is rich with culture.
For me. For us.
Like Le Musée de FPC.
There was no way for us to.
Tina returns her plate to the cart.
Of course, sir.
One museum celebrating the free people of color who existed prior to the Civil War does not culture make?
You're being unreasonable.
Surely.
For those of us of mixed parentage, our culture can sometimes exist outside of our homestead.
I have realized.
Do you ever?
Ricky goes to his chair and sits.
While Sebastian was globetrotting, I continually faced adversities, both in business and at home, and I hated him for leaving me like that. And yet, I always waited for him, saving a seat at my right hand for my one and only love.
Like a proper wife and lady. Bettina, take notice.
As if.
And just like he did with Charlie and Ricky, Sebastian came home with adorable little Josh. He wanted back into the life that I had made, alone, with all of society watching and judging. What was I to do? I had to take him back, but only after he assured me his journey was over.
I wish my journey was over.
Oh, Hendrik, hush. Sebastian found his love for me and for his sons was all he needed. I loved him with all my heart, so we remarried for the fourth and final time.
Yes! I was hoping for a happy ending.
You know the ending. You lived it.
Oh, yeah, right. But those auxiliary biatches can be. Josh! Whatever, dude, loosen up.
Boys! Now, Bettina, once Sebastian and I were married again, we decided together what values to instill in our three beautiful sons. He was by my side until the day he died. It takes love, along with passion, dedication, fortitude, and commitment to occupy his seat.
Beaumont exits with the dessert cart.
But with three extremely different-looking sons, one could surmise the marriage wasn't as chaste as one proclaimed.
Since we look different, you're saying my mother was a slut?
Kendrick Francois, this color does not look good on you.
Thank you, Mother Duval.
It's Mrs. Boudier to you, dear. And you sound just like those society vultures.
Yo, guys, it's not that serious. I learned about this freshman year.
Oh, you learned something in college, did you?
Yeah, we had to memorize it. Genes come in different alleles. Somatic cells contain 2 alleles for every gene.
One moment. What's an allele?
Really, Bettina, did you not open a single book out?
Probably spent too much time hoeing.
Gardening is required for botany students.
Sure, gardening.
An allele is just a gene mutation. When both parents provide the same allele or gene mutation, the offspring is homozygous, homo meaning same. No offense, Ricky.
Not taken.
If each parent provides a different allele or gene mutation, it makes the offspring heterozygous. Alleles produce phenotypes.
Phenotypes.
The organism's external resemblance. Duh. Phenotypes are either dominant or recessive. The dominant hides the recessive, and that's why.
That's why what?
Oh, Josh, you memorized that entire passage?
Go on.
Bravo!
Beaumont re-enters and goes to the bar and gets the digestive bottle.
But what the bloody hell does it mean?
Bettina, for the love of all that's holy.
It's not hard to understand, unlike my reason for being here.
Speaking of college,
Nobody was.
Would you care for more?
Oh, and keep it flowing. Hopefully it will help this conversation make sense.
Bettina, think of it like those Mondo drinks you love.
Josh takes out his phone.
Oh, I do believe there's more to his recitation. Everyone pay attention. The spotlight is yours, baby boy.
Beaumont offers a drink to Charlie and Ricky while Josh, from his phone, starts typing and reading as he speaks.
To make a drink, you need a mom. She's the mixer. And a dad, he's the alcohol. So dad's genes are rum. There are all kinds of rum up in there. Mom has all kinds of Coca-Cola. You go up to the bartender and ask for 3 rum and cokes. The 3 drinks you get look totes different. Why? Because one is the spicy dark and rum and coke, one is Malibu rum and Diet Coke, and the other is white rum and Coca-Cola Clear. But they all come from the same alcohol dad and Coke mom.
Baby boy, I don't like the part about me being a Coke mother.
Oh, sorry, Mom.
Hours ago, you couldn't make a simple gin and tonic, and now you're a full-on mixologist? I'm not buying it.
Beaumont offers Josh a refill and leaves.
It's called Google. Even you old people can use it.
Bettina's never been good with anything concerning science.
Which is odd, since she claims to be a botanist.
Perhaps that's why our lawns don't grow.
Dude, that's not why.
How does all of this explain the 3 of you?
Mom and Dad are both multiracial. Some physical qualities of each of the individual races aren't seen in their appearance, but those genes are still there. If they link, they can be seen in the later generations. 1, 2, 3. And with that, story time has ended. Mom, why are we here?
I sent an invitation. You do remember how those work, don't you? It's a way to formally ask someone to attend something, like a party or a celebration or a wedding.
As Josh says the next line, Mother stares at Ricky, who holds her gaze for a moment, then looks away. Beaumont re-enters and clears the plates.
Ma, you just said wedding weird too. Did you guys hear it?
Regardless of how people are saying words and who looks like what, we are all made in God's image.
God is not a pillow biter, darling.
Hate the sin, not the sinner, Bettina.
Is that a direct quote from God?
It's from his Son, our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
So, Jesus speaks to you in a bumper sticker? What else did he say? I'll give you, like, crucifixion?
Or how about nailed it?
Josh and Ricky laugh out loud. Charlie takes the drink on the tea again.
Charles!
Chipman, Josh.
Do not insult my religion. I am the moral compass that strives to keep this family on the straight and narrow.
You have those moral standards because of me.
Beaumont, assist
Beaumont
me.
moves toward Bettina.
I ain't going down that rabbit hole again.
Beaumont picks up something else and then leaves the room.
You may not know this, but as a child, Charlie had a prediction for harming animals. 2 horses, 3 cats, and our best hunting dog.
Dude, you were a psychopath?
How perfect. Charlie isn't so perfect after all.
I have never claimed to be perfect, nor am I a psychopath.
That's because I made him write a 500-word report on every chapter in the Bible, Old and New Testament.
That simply dissuaded me from science and experimentation.
It put the fear of God in you, is what it did. That reverence, unfortunately, has dissolved into cherry-picking which things to abide by and which to completely ignore.
Like adultery and divorce.
Ricky, dude, you said it too. Is it catchy? Divorce. Wedding. Divorce. Wedding.
He can't worry about those things. He's too busy praying for you and your depraved lifestyle.
It's a life, not a lifestyle.
Yeah, Ricky was born that way, dude. Wedding.
Well, we all make choices and we each chose God.
Yeah, but God isn't why you spend most of your time in the garden on your knees.
Divorce.
That's enough. I will not tolerate someone's faith being mocked in my house.
But it's okay for someone's sexuality to be attacked?
Wedding.
Did I stutter? We are done with this entire conversation, Bettina. You look afraid. Let's say goodnight and leave the boys alone to have some quality time. Beaumont!
Oh, my priatus.
See to the gentleman's needs, please.
Of course, madam.
We'll meet for Bloody Marys tomorrow at 12 noon.
She starts to exit.
If only you boys could forget the bad as easily as you do the good.
She waits, then finally stands.
Civilization depends on people being civilized, Bettina.
She exits, followed by Bettina. Beaumont picks up debris and then exits.
So, in your analogy, am I the Malibu rum and Diet Coke?
Dude, you can be any drink you want.
Well, I'm definitely the spicy dark rum concoction.
No way, except for that pet killing. Your toad's boring.
Yep.
I did not kill any pets.
Well, you're the white rum and the Coca-Cola flavor.
Agreed, you're a snooze fest, dude.
I am not. I have an attractive wife, 2 adorable children, and I'm the dean of religious studies at the prestigious New England University.
Oh my God.
I know, right? The boringest.
Do you sit in the dormitory and make up words?
I can't believe it.
Well, that's how it happens.
Mom walked out.
How what happens?
And she never said why she summoned us.
Words are made, duh.
She's not getting off that easy.
The exit is fun. Beaumont re-enters to the
You're
bar.
being ludicrous.
Am not.
R2.
Am not.
R2.
Perhaps you'd like to continue this stimulating conversation over shots.
A capital idea, old man.
Is that supposed to be me? I don't sound like that at all.
Pip, cheerio, governor.
Well, 2 can play at that game. Dude, bro, let's do some gnarly shots, yo.
Capital idea, old man. Capital
Beaumont
idea.
takes shots and hands out shots. The lights crossfade to a long hallway in the house. Mother escorts Bettina to her room. She's staying in. Beaumont, Charlie, and Joss can be seen drinking and talking behind them.
Just for your edification, there is no staff on hand this weekend, not even a gardener. You'll have to rely solely on your husband for all your needs.
Of course. However, the air conditioning in our bedroom is also on the fritz. Charles is an absolute dolt with technology, so I suppose you'll have to send the repairman around my way.
I will make sure the man arriving tomorrow morning gets to you. It's part of the plan. Bloody Marys at 11:30.
A few moments ago, didn't you announce Bloody Marys at 12?
Bloody Marys are at 11:30. If I were you, I would not be late.
Mother exit one way, Bettina the other. Lights crossfade back to the drawing room.
And then she says, all mad and junk, this is a booty call my ass. And she storms out.
You do know some colorful women, Josh. Another round?
And dude, one for you too.
I don't drink, sir.
And Beaumont goes back to the bar.
You have to help me dull the pain. I should be meeting a crop of colorful cuties right now at freshman weekend.
Freshman weekend?
It's the weekend all the newbies come to school to get acclimated to the campus. And Tico and I help the hot ones get acclimated to our beds.
Now, Tico, is that your South Asian friend?
Nah, dude, that's Paul. Tico's my bestie who's trying to be woke. And right now, Tico's laying the groundwork to do some serious horizontal body surfing. Meanwhile, I'm stuck here being babysat by boring old farts. No offense, Charlie.
None taken.
Cheers, Alfred.
To Alfred.
Charlie and Josh shut down the shots.
Who's Alfred? The Bosnian dude who offers free mustache rides.
Alfred Pennyworth is Batman's butler.
Dude, you totally got it. Awesome.
Really, Josh? Still with the butler thing?
Come on, Charlie. Dude needs some excitement in his life.
Another round, please.
He searches for another name for butler, but gives up.
Beaumont.
Boring.
Certainly, sir.
Beaumont goes and gets more drinks from the bar. Charlie's starting to feel the alcohol and things speed up.
After Mother is done with her punishment, we can all be on our way and you can do your own horizontal body surfing with Tico.
Mom's been kind of acting funny and saying strange stuff like divorce and wedding. Do You think she's okay?
She's just being dramatic. It's all part of her plan.
What plan? And punishment for
For
who?
whom I'm positively certain Mother is furious she wasn't invited to the marriage ceremony.
Dude, whom's marriage ceremony?
Ricky's, of course.
Frustrated, Beaumont knocks over some bottles at the bar, then pours himself a shot and downs it.
He was supposed to have been marrying some chap named Louse.
That little biatch didn't invite me either. Wait, how do you know about it? Did he invite you?
Oh, heavens no. He wouldn't suffer Bettina any more than she him. My graduate teaching assistant was in Montreal doing research on religious symbolism in
Blah, blah, blah.
My TA saw the announcement in a local Montreal paper and forwarded it to me, and I to Mother.
That was way harsh, but he deserves it.
Of course he does. Breaking Mother's heart like that.
Beaumont returns with more shots.
Thank you, Mr. Carson.
Mr. Carson?
The butler on Downton Abbey.
Yeah, dude, chug.
They all down the shots, including Beaumont.
Yo, I thought you didn't drink.
It's a special occasion. Ricky's getting married. Yes.
Say, didn't you and Ricky have a thing back in the day?
Wait, what?
That was a long time ago.
Now,
You missed the drama because you were with Father.
In Tonga! Yeah, we know, dude. So, you're a mo?
Josh, that word is rude.
Dude, I was just trying to talk boomer talk.
Mo is an old term for a homo, which is an old abbreviation for homosexual.
BT dubs, homosexual is a made-up word from like the 1800s.
And yes, I am one. I'm a gay. Gay. I'm gay.
See what you've done? You've offended the queer.
Ew, Charlie, don't. Yo, dude, chill. It's no big. It's just that the gay and queer people I know are way cool. You're so uptight and rigid. No offense, Charlie.
Nothing taken. When he and Ricky were together, they were hellions, with Ricky being the quiet one. Imagine.
Why did I ever think I could rest and relax here?
Speak of the devil.
Ricky enters with a sheet and a duvet.
Ricky, hello. Your brothers are doing shots. I did a shot as well. Several, actually. It's okay, I was invited. Will you be joining us? Me? Then? I mean then. Would you care for a drink, son?
Make it a double.
Why are you carrying bed linen?
I didn't find Mom, but I did find all the bedroom doors locked. These bed linens are so I can sleep in here tonight.
Enjoy the sofa.
That thing will wrench my back. It's the floor for me.
Ricky, do you think Ma's okay?
I told you she's fine.
Is your name Ricky? I think not.
She's fine. She's just up to her old tricks.
No tricks, dude. She's pissed.
She's missed us terribly and wanted to spend some time together.
Josh's phone rings.
Dude, that's not what you just... Oh, snap. It's Tico. I gotta take this BRB.
He exits.
Yo, butt wife, what's up?
If Tico and Josh are cut from the same cloth, the answer to that question is dick.
Wow. Who let you out of the box?
Beaumont returns with 4 more shots. Charlie takes a shot, as does Beaumont.
This mo, gay, queer, what the devil do we call you all now?
How about person? We don't need people like you slapping a label on our foreheads.
This person has plied me with alcohol and loosened my sensibilities. But you won't seduce me like you did, Ricky, you wanton sodomite.
All right, Charlie. You bad enough?
He downs the shot. Beaumont takes the last one and shuts it down.
Time for bed. I'll help you.
Ricky attempts to get Charlie to stand.
Away with you! I don't need your help. I am perfectly able to get to bed and do myself.
With that wife, I'm sure you've been doing it yourself for years.
You're not helping, Charlie.
Beaumont goes back to the bar.
And neither are you. I am perfectly able. Thank you.
He stumbles. Ricky helps to help him out, but
Me, myself, and I.
Charlie stumbles out. Ricky takes some cushions and sets up a makeshift bed on the floor. Beaumont makes yet another round of shots.
Well, some people just can't handle their alcohol.
Beaumont hands Ricky the shot and they chug.
That's amusing coming from you, sir.
What?
Do you recall the last time we were in this room together?
Of course. Charlie's wedding like 13 years ago.
You were so drunk that night you hadn't a clue.
Not true. I knew exactly what was happening. You were standing right where you are, looking dapper in your first suit, holding the bottle of champagne that you swiped from the caterers.
He goes behind the bar and grabs a bottle of tequila and puts it into Beaumont's hand.
I was next to you like this, wearing a tux.
Do you remember the game we played?
No, of course I do.
He takes the bottle and downs it.
We were playing, Trouble Up.
We were.
He grabs the bottle back from him and chugs some himself.
And then?
You dared me to finish the bottle.
No. I double dog dared.
Say away.
Ricky grabs the bottle back and takes a swig.
But I won.
Beaumont grabs the bottle back again and finishes the bottle.
Just like now. But according to the rules, you have to do whatever I say.
Now, who said we were playing a game? I don't think we should be playing the game. I'm not playing this game.
Because you lost. Again.
Oui, naturellement.
How about you get to tell me to do something first?
Well, then maybe I can play.
Fine. Go ahead. What dumb little thing do you want me to?
Ricky takes Beaumont's hand and puts it on his crotch.
It's my turn now.
Beaumont faces Ricky and kisses him. Then Ricky walks over and turns the lights low, and then they begin to make out.
I'm not sure this is what your mother had in mind when she said to take care of your needs.
Let's not talk about Mom?
Whatever you want.
No! Mom! She's coming down the hallway.
Ricky falls to the floor on all fours, crawls away, trying to hide from Mother, who appears in the doorway. She is wearing a fabulous dressing gown and a head wrap.
Mrs. Bourdier, I thought you were in bed.
I couldn't sleep. Too excited.
Beaumont quickly looks down at his crotch, and then looks at Mother. He grabs a pillow and covers himself.
Is Ricky around? I just wanted to make sure he was happy with his sleeping arrangements.
Well, I will be when you leave.
Sure. Being on his back will be good for him.
Beaumont kicks him to shut him up.
What was that?
Oh, I was just clearing my throat. Ricky mentioned he was having back issues.
Indicating the pillow still in his crotch, but he doesn't move it away.
So I was just fluffing the pillows to make sure he'd be comfortable.
It must be hard.
Mother dances.
I beg your pardon?
Stop. Where you are, madam. I wouldn't want you to step on Ricky's duvet.
Beaumont is just a duvet.
But it's his favorite.
It's a fluffy sheet.
It's his favorite fluffy sheet. But you keep advancing closer and closer in utter disregard to it.
Beaumont waves Ricky away.
Oh, crap.
Ricky crawls away to the other side of the sofa.
As I was saying, being in here must be hard. I mean, the last time you were in here with Ricky and I, it wasn't exactly pleasant.
Mother reverses her walking direction, looking around.
You should go back.
Go back to what?
I mean, things have gotten so complicated. Maybe we should all go back to a simpler time.
Ricky gets the hint and quickly crawls backwards, back to his original spot.
Why would I want to relive that pain?
She peeks around the back of the sofa as if to say, caught you, but Ricky isn't there.
The way you and Ricky parted ways was awful.
Parted ways?
Beaumont hits Ricky with a pillow and he falls down.
Ow.
How do you mean?
Mother starts to circle again. Beaumont waves Ricky to go around again. He crawls around and exits.
Well, Charlie and Bettina had just gotten married and all of the society was in the garden hobnobbing, and the two of you were in here playing tonsil hockey.
Mother is in the front of the sofa and has another coffee moment but finds nothing.
Oh, yes. In a matter, when you forbade me to associate with Ricky and shipped him off to the Charles R. Drew Prep School for Boys, is that what you mean by parting ways?
What was I to do? I turned a blind eye on all the other occasions I suspected that tomfoolery was happening, but bride Bettina came to me crying. I couldn't ignore that. What if the ladies of the auxiliary found out what was going on? The scandal would have ruined my big day.
Your big day? Did you ever think there were other things happening that day that were more important than you?
Ricky enters nonchalantly and interrupts.
Oh, Beaumont! I see you've almost finished making up my bed with my favorite fluffy sheet. Mom, sleep tight.
He kisses Mother on the cheek and gently guides her to the archway.
I will see you tomorrow for Bloody Marys at noon.
Mother leaves.
Is she gone? That was a boner killer. Let's talk in the morning.
Over coffee. You'll have to roll over and wake me up first.
They kiss. Mother peeks in from the doorway. Beaumont and Ricky go to a makeshift bed and lights cross-fade to Mother, who walks down and then speaks directly up.
I stopped them once before, but not this time. I'm going to get my Ricky to realize where he belongs, with Beaumont. This is so romantic, and the first step in phase 2 of my agenda. That took a minute, so it must be close to morning. My surprise guest will arrive in a couple hours. I have to get to Gib.
Mother exits. It's the next morning. The foyer, played extremely to the right, a posh doorbell rings. Then again, a pause. Then knocking, another pause. More knocking, a longer pause. Then banging on the door, an even longer pause. Then Lars just enters through the foyer, dressed in the latest gay mad fashion.
Hello? Is anybody home?
Mother enters wearing a frothy nightgown, fluffy slippers, and curlers in a row.
Good heavens, you'll wake the dead with all that racket.
Fine. There are my bags. Where's my room?
Why don't we start with a proper greeting first?
I'm a guest. The lady of the house, Mrs. Elise de Christine Duval-Boudier, sent me an invitation.
Oh, you're Ricky's fiancé.
Ex-fiancé. When his domineering witch of a mother's son came down here, he dumped me. Nobody dumps Lars. Now, pick up my bags and let's go.
Charlie enters wearing pajamas and a silk robe.
Can I help with anything? Anything at all? Anything like keeping the noise down? My head is simply spinning.
Yeah, do your job. Get my bags and take me to my room.
Apparently, you've lost your mental faculties.
Wow, you're so well spoken.
Whatever does that mean? Why is the air conditioning repairman being so familiar? And why does he have luggage?
This isn't the air conditioning repairman. This is Lars, Ricky's ex-fiancé.
Oh, really? That explains a lot.
Yes, it does. Now please, catch his back.
That's Beaumont's job, Mother.
I should have known you two were related.
Do as you told, Charlie.
Do as you're told.
But Mother,
We will discuss this later. Now get to getting.
really, Mother?
Are you people always so belligerent?
Only on Saturdays before luncheon.
Now you're just fucking with the white boy.
Young man, we do not use that language in this house.
Charlie returns and drops the luggage.
Why? Isn't it politically correct or woke enough for you?
Because it's simply vulgar.
Listen, just because someone somewhere finds a word vulgar doesn't mean everyone everywhere stops saying it. It just means that person stops. Ever heard of First Amendment? Freedom of speech?
I don't know, I didn't know Canadians were so political.
Even someone of your intelligence could find other words.
I won't be for much longer.
Ephesians 4:29. Let nothing foul or dirty come out of your mouth.
Listen, Butler, stop Bible thumping and take me to my room.
I have never been so insulted in all my life.
Oh, Charlie, stop being a big baby and get to getting.
A baby? Well, this baby is done with being mother's lackey.
Charlie storms off.
So he does have a backbone. I'll get the bags.
Mother struggles with the bag. She guides Lars to the drawing room. A rolling carry-on identical to Ricky's is left behind.
That one is uppity. When Mrs. Bouquet finds out how I was treated, he'll get out of his ass.
Where would he go? Our family has been here generations.
So, after the Civil War was over, you just stayed?
My family built this place with our blood, sweat, and tears. Why would we leave?
Well, you got a roof over your head, food to eat, and a job. Looks like your family's taken care of.
Oh, I'll make sure of it. Bloody Mary's will be in the drawing room at 11:30. The air conditioning wasn't working in Ricky's room, so he's sleeping in there right now. Why don't you go on in and surprise him?
Lars stepping through the archway.
Come on, sleepyhead. Time to get up.
Like lights fade on Mars, Mother speaks up.
Oh, I wish I could see their faces when Lars catches Ricky and Beaumont in flagrant delicto. Their fight, that awful relationship in phase 2 should be finished just in time for Bettina to arrive for Bloody Mary's at 11:30 and push phase 1 to completion. I'll get to phase 4 soon enough. Phase 3 remains a problem, however. Poor Josh has always focused on the wrong things. I suppose I'll need something big and incredibly dramatic to get him to fixate on me. Then I can talk him out of wasting time at that blasted college. But whatever will that be?
We return the lights up in the drawing room. Beaumont is in the makeshift bed, totally covered by the duvet. Lars speaks through the archway.
Come on, sleepyhead. Time to get up. Bloody Marys are at 11:30.
Beaumont groans in disagreement.
You don't need any more beauty rest. You're pretty enough just as you are. I need to show everyone that I can take care of them. And that includes making sure you get to places on time. Come on, sweetie. Get up.
Lars smacks Beaumont on the covers.
No.
I'm sorry if that hurt. Will you please get up, though? You know you take forever to get ready, even though I think you're beautiful just the way you are. Promise you'll be up by the time I get back from the bedroom.
Lars exits. Ricky walks in wearing boxers, shorts, and a t-shirt, carrying 2 cups of coffee.
Come on, sleepyhead. Time to get up. I got coffee.
Oh, so now you're trying to bribe me.
What are you talking about?
Well, why don't you slap my butt again?
Morning sex is great. However, I'm a little hungover right now. Crap. Forgot the milk and sugar.
Ricky places 2 cups down and exits. Beaumont pulls the duvet back over his head. Lars re-enters.
Hey, I asked you to be out of bed when I got back. It doesn't seem like you've made any progress. What gives? Oh, there's the coffee. And just the way I like it. Thanks, baby. I'd be so lost without you. You're the best.
Of course there's coffee. You brought it.
Beaumont covers himself again. Ricky re-enters, carrying milk and
I
sugar.
got the... I guess you don't take milk or sugar in your coffee.
Why are you being weird? Is it because we kissed a little? Okay, a lot. And fondled a little? Okay, a lot. And then we...
A lot? I know. I was there too.
But it's not like I told you that I'm in love with you.
You're in love with me?
Yes. No. Now, I don't know. I'm just saying I didn't say that.
It's not me who's being weird. It's you. Forgot a spoon.
Ricky leaves.
Rick, wait. Did this date get any worse?
Beaumont goes under the duvet again.
Even though it's only been a couple of weeks, I miss you. I don't know what I can do without you. I agree. We should spend some quality time together before I meet your family. It'll give us a good excuse for being late.
He strips to his underwear and lays on top of the covers. He spoons Beaumont.
Let's not role play today. Let's just get to it.
He grinds his hips into Beaumont, whose head pops out from under the duvet. He tries to get away, but Lars pulls him back.
It's been a long, hard trip, but now I'm here, and you're here. Soon to be long and hard as well.
Beaumont breaks free of his grasp and attempts to leave. Lars grabs him and pulls him back.
Baby, you know how I like my lovers. On my terms.
Beaumont breaks free again. Lars pulls him back in again.
Stop being a little bitch. Give Lars one once.
Beaumont rolls on top of Lars, covering him with a sheet and putting a pillow over his face.
Lars. Holy crap, that's Lars, Ricky's fiancé. Ex-fiancé. Ricky dumped him to come see his mother. Who does that? It's kind of weird, but kind of sweet, too. What is Lars doing here, though? Is he trying to win him back? Ricky did want to marry him. I can't ruin Ricky's chance at happiness. Lars can't know I'm here, but I'm on top of him. What am I gonna?
Lars
Lars?
goes in.
Lars?
Beaumont lets out a high-pitched
Ah! I killed him!
Beaumont grabs the duvet, covers himself, and exits. Ricky enters with a spoon.
This is kind of new for me. I may screw up sometimes, but don't hold it against me, okay?
Ricky starts spooning Lars, who is completely covered by the sheet.
And Jeffrey, just so we're on the same page, I'm never too hungover for wanting sex. So why don't we, a lot right now?
Lars doesn't move.
Well, I thought you wanted to. Jeffrey? Jeffrey! He's passed out. I'll get you something for the hangover that's coming.
He gets up to leave, and Lars starts to stir.
I just want you to know that I'm sorry for everything.
Ricky leaves. Lars gets up.
Oh, wow. Asphyxiation. Hot. I haven't accepted your apology yet. You'll have to work harder than that. I guess I'll be facing the monster mother of his alone. If it goes badly, it'll be all his fault.
Meanwhile, in a hallway, Ricky meets Beaumont, enters watering the duvet. The drawing room is seen behind them. Lars is getting dressed and straightening the room.
Oh my God. There you are. Something
I
happened.
know! I was there too, remember?
No, not that. No, I have to tell you.
Are you going to be weird all day?
Listen, it all happened so fast.
So, that's a yes?
No, now listen. It was an accident. I didn't mean
No,
to.
you listen. You're off the hook. You don't have to tell me you love me. It was just sex for me too.
What?
We were just doing what we never got to do as kids.
Because you left and I never heard from you again.
He exits.
I didn't leave, I was sent away! Jeffrey, wait! Why are you wearing my favorite fluffy sheet?
Ricky follows Beaumont off. Meanwhile, back in the drawing room, Lars is finishing straightening the sheet and puts it on the back of the sofa.
Lars didn't get it, but Lars has to clean anyway. Ricky's mother better fucking love him.
Seeing Bettina enter in a high-waisted, flowy pants and a button-up blouse.
You must be Mrs. Boudier. I'm Lars. It's so nice to meet you.
The pleasure is mine.
Lars goes to the bar.
Can I make you a drink?
Oh, please. Gin and tonic. So, Lars, you look interesting. Do tell me about yourself. Where are you from? How long have you been an air conditioning repairman?
I don't know what everyone's been told about me, but I'm a landscape architect. You know, trees, lawns, gardens.
Oh, the pleasure really is all mine. Come, let's sit.
Divorce. Wedding. Divorce.
Bettina gropes Lars as they go to sit on the sofa.
This is Boudier.
Josh re-enters, entering with wearing khaki shorts and a polo shirt.
Wedding. Divorce. Dudes, what's going on?
Nothing at all.
Is this another butler?
Who, me? Nah, dude, I'm no Cadbury.
Of course not. That's chocolate.
Cadbury is Richie Rich's butler.
Okay.
The Cadbury for this grand estate is Beaumont.
What the hell are you talking about?
Dude, Beaumont is Beaumont's son, the grandson of Beaumont, and the great-great-grandson of Beaumont. Yo, he's probably related to all the Beaumonts ever. Cool, huh?
Josh goes to the bar and makes a drink.
Don't mind him, darling. That's my brother-in-law, Josh. Pretty packaging, but the box is empty, if you get my drift.
Completely.
Now let's talk about your package.
Bettina grabs Lars' crotch and quickly moves away. She stalks him around the sofa.
Mrs. Boudier, is this appropriate? What about your son
He doesn't need to know a thing.
and your brother-in-law, Josh? He's right there.
I could give birth and it wouldn't register with you.
You're way too old to have more babies.
Josh, why don't you make one of those drinks you were talking about at dinner last night?
Dude, you know I don't know how to make those Mondo drinks.
He sips his own drink.
Although this one I made tastes okay. Want to
Oh,
try?
thank you. Why don't you go online and search for Long Island iced tea and try learning how to make that?
Now you're talking. To the Google.
Josh whips out his phone and starts typing.
Oh, he'll fall into an internet wormhole and be occupied for a good 15 minutes.
He hops on the sofa and crawls like a cat.
We only need 12.8 to do what I want.
Bettina?
Oh, dear Lord, it's Charles.
Why do you keep that guy around? He's an asshole.
Takes one to know one.
To appease my father and get what I wanted. To be honest, though, I do look elsewhere to have my needs tended to.
And get rid of him.
Dude, Charlie's family. You don't get rid of family.
Josh, why don't you do something, somewhere, that's not here? I know. Go and find Ricky.
Why, you don't even like him.
That explains a lot.
Go remind him his mother expected him to be prompt for Bloody Marys.
Josh exits. Bettina slinks over to Lars.
Alone at last.
Bettina?
Damn it all to hell.
Charlie enters.
Do you not hear me? What's going on? Unhandle, you can.
Charles, one of my headaches is coming on. This lovely young man is helping me onto the sofa.
Bettina makes a nodding gesture to Lars, who goes to the sofa. They do. Lars helps her sit.
That scoundrel is no lovely young man.
Cat. Scoundrel. What year is it? 1892?
Mind your manners, sir. Bettina, respond when I call.
I couldn't raise my voice for fear of an aneurysm.
An aneurysm, really?
Charles, you must fetch crunch my pills quickly.
She pulls Lars down to sit next to her.
They're by the empty box on the top of the vanity.
She strokes Lars' leg. Lars snaps to attention. Charlie doesn't move.
In the bedroom. Quickly, Charles, my head is simply throbbing.
Tina places Lars' hand on her forehead to check her temperature. Charlie slowly walks out of the room. Tina and Lars break their dumb show and see that he's gone. Then they do. Charlie snaps around and they quickly resume the charade. This happens several times until Charlie's gone completely.
Now to get your head throbbing.
Tina pulls Lars onto her and they make out.
Okay, don't you think?
No less thinking, darling, more doing.
Tina pulls Lars back down. They resume making out.
But what about Ricky?
What about him? It's none of the little pufter's business.
Lars pulls Tina down all the way on her and right back up.
It just feels weird with you being Ricky's.
Oh dear Lord, are you in love with him or something?
No.
Then shut up about Ricky and open my bloody blouse.
Tina pulls Lars down again as the lights quickly shift to the long hallway. Ricky enters one way in boxers and Josh enters the other. Tina and Lars in the background going at it.
Hey bro, there you are. Listen, where are your pants?
I just got out of bed.
Dude, I saw your luggage by the front door.
What are you talking about?
If you're planning on leaving, say goodbye this time, Kay.
I can't translate you right now. Have you seen Jeffrey? I lost him.
Again? Where?
What? Why is no one making sense today? Have you seen him?
Cocktail started early. He couldn't be there, but he could be there, but he wasn't.
Stop with the cryptic answers. Have you seen him or not?
At dinner, Ma said we would do Bloody Marys at 12. I went early to try and make some.
And?
And by the time I got there, they were already drinking.
Who's they?
When I walked in, Bettina was already sucking down one of her Mondo drinks and macking on the bartender dude.
So go on, is they?
Bro, why are you so hyper-focused on Cato?
Who?
Cato, the Green Hornet's butler.
I think I'm in love with him.
Ricky quickly exits. Josh's phone rings.
But the bartender's name is... Hey, Tico, perfect timing. Where do I know the name Lars from? Lars. It's not like super common. Sure, maybe in Scandinavia, but I haven't been there. No surf. Yo, do we know a surfer named Lars? Come on, dude. I've heard that name recently. Lars. Oh, crap, Tico, I gotta go.
He hangs up and runs after Ricky.
Ricky, wait!
We go down to the foyer. The forgotten carry-on is still there. Beaumont enters, still wearing the duvet.
I killed a man. What should I do? Call the police and confess? They'll see it as a crime of passion, right? I mean, killing my lover's fiancé, ex-fiancé, I'll get a reduced sentence, right? The time off for good behavior. I'll still be young-ish, when I get out of jail. I'll find a job, doing something, somewhere, making minimum wage. I'll live in a trailer and,
Ricky enters.
Who are you talking to?
not you.
Jeffrey, wait!
Just leave me alone. I've got a lot on my mind.
Ricky sees the distinctive carry-on and he lets it.
Why is my suitcase sitting in the hallway?
I have no idea.
Is this your not-so-subtle way of asking me to leave?
What? Now who's being weird?
So you're not pissed off at me then?
Oh, I'm pretty pissed. But I have more pressing things on my mind than you. I have to make a phone call.
Okay, let me make this quick. No one is making me leave home again, against my will. If you're uncomfortable with me being here, then you leave.
But crossing state lines will only make it worse.
Whatever. If your debt to my mother is the only thing keeping you here, I'll pay it off. Then you can be free.
And finally out of your life?
What? No, that's not what I meant.
Okay, what did you mean then? Coward. Still can't twist your mouth to say it, can you? I'll serve brunch and after that I'll make my call. And then I'll be gone. We'll see how you like it when someone disappears from your life.
Beaumont leaves.
That's so mature, Jeffrey! Make sure you leave my favorite fluffy sheet!
Charlie enters, still in pajamas and robe with a pill bottle.
Why is everyone shouting? What's wrong with Mr. French?
Who?
The butler from Family Affairs. Why is he wearing a duvet?
Well, how should I know?
Really? There's no need to yell. Seems I've tied one on.
Sorry, Charlie. Just take some aspirin.
What? Me? Oh, no, they're Bettina's prescription. She gets horrendous headaches.
Oh, one migraine pill won't hurt you.
Quite right. But I do need a glass of water. jag reflex, you know. Or maybe you don't.
Did you just make a gay joke?
I suppose I did. Was it funny?
No. A good try. And you don't need water. Just chew it. It'll taste awful, but it'll work.
Charlie takes a pill and chews it.
Ooh, this isn't unpleasant. It tastes rather like a Tic Tac.
Let me see that.
He grabs the bottle, reads the label, takes a pill and chews it.
That's because they are Tic Tacs.
Are you quite sure? Bettina's been taking them for years.
Yep, I'm sure. Look who prescribed them. Dr. Harry Beaver.
She uses these to get out of having relations with me.
So she can get plowed by your garden.
She told you?
Well, I mean...
No one is supposed to know. We had an agreement, arrangement of discretion.
Now, Charlie,
I'm gonna rip her tongue out.
Calm down.
Thou shalt not air thy dirty laundry in public. The gospel according to Charlie.
Charlie storms out of
Charlie, don't do anything stupid.
He goes out.
Charlie!
Lights crossfade. Meanwhile, back in the drawing room, Bettina and Lars are still being passionate under a sheet on the sofa.
Unhand her, you militant cretin.
Oh, Charles!
Bettina pulls Lars onto the floor and hastily closes her blouse, disheartening it.
What the bloody hell is going on?
In the midst of my headache, I lost an earring.
She takes an earring off and stretches her arm out and drops it.
Oh, you know there was a mint and Daddy would guillotine me for losing even one. This gentleman's helping me find it.
Without standing, Lars gets the earring and triumphantly holds it up as Ricky enters.
Oh, look, he found it!
Found one. No one could lose that gaping. Look who's talking.
The dude's name is
Lars?
Lars? Yep, that's him.
What the hell are you doing here?
Your mother invited me.
And there goes that little vacation that I had. Mom!
This beautiful and gracious woman.
That's no gracious woman. That's my wife.
You're married to the butler.
I'm not the bloody butler.
Really, Charles language.
Shut the hell up, Bettina.
Why, I never.
Bet that's the first time you've ever said that.
Well, discuss this in private. You do know what that means, don't you?
Why were you trying to have sex with my mom?
Dude, you were touching our mom? I'm gonna pummel you.
Josh moves toward Lars. Ricky stops him.
Josh, chill. He was doing the team.
So you were philandering my wife for all to see.
Mrs. Boudier, your mother is a healthy, virile woman who can do what she wants with whoever she wants.
With whomever she wants. However, that Mrs. Boudier is my wife, who has yet to explain why she's displaying her wantonness.
Oh, you told me to shut up, darling, so that's what I'm doing.
That guy is your father, Ricky.
No, he's my brother.
Ah, so Bettina is your half-sister. Married to Charlie, making him your brother-in-law.
Dude, wrong again. Ricky's our full-on brother.
Yep. Running a box of hair.
Do not talk about my brother in that manner.
Beaumont re-enters, still in the duvet.
Your attention, please.
Why is he wearing a duvet?
May I present
How should I know?
Madam Alicia
Alas, Lurch himself.
Christina Duval
Adam's family, way cool.
Boudier.
Mother enters looking as fabulous as ever.
Good afternoon, gentlemen and lady. Terms which good manners say I must use.
Mother,
Charles, I could hear you all the way in the garden. Sit down and regain your composure.
but mother,
The only but I want to hear is yours hitting the chair. Now, get to sitting.
Charlie plops himself into a chair.
So, I see you all have you started without me?
Oh God. Now the maid's in on it.
We have a maid? I don't know any maids' names.
Who else is in this fucked up Appalachian type family?
Boy,
Rude.
I will not tolerate that language in my house.
What is wrong with you?
Another outburst like that and you'll not be welcome here.
What's wrong with you?
Beaumont.
Me?
Yes, madam.
The guy in the fluffy sheet is the infamous Beaumont.
Infamous?
Yeah, dude.
I'm not being weird. You are.
Oh God. They already know.
Weirdness is all around.
But it's not a fluffy sheet.
Just be cool.
By the looks of things, Beaumont,
This guy's talking about sheets.
It's a duvet.
Just be cool.
you'd better fetch some coffee.
Now who's dumber than a box of hair?
Another guy is wearing a sheet.
Of course, madam.
The maid's boss,
Joshua,
and your mother is a sex star maniac.
mind your manners.
Coffee. Coming right up.
Beaumont quickly leaves.
I'm weird.
What my mother does privately is her business.
Bettina, you look affright. Get dressed in the dark again.
Bettina looks down and then tucks her rebutton her buttons.
I don't ask her permission to sleep with people.
Obvious.
And she doesn't need to ask me.
Ricky, sit down. It's your mama's turn to talk.
But
I said sit down. So get your narrow behind to sit.
yes, ma'am.
He sits in his seat.
My apologies, Lars, for not properly introducing myself earlier. I am Ricky's mother.
You didn't tell me you were adopted. I'm not, but she.
Trust me, you don't want to have this conversation.
Stay out of it, Bettina.
You said your family built this place. I assume.
My family were slaves who literally built the buildings.
When you assume...
No, not your family. Her family.
Her family is my family.
We weren't all maids and field workers, you know.
We. Who is we?
Dude, are your brain cells even firing?
Baby boy, be nice. Obviously, the man has no idea what he's talking about. Bless his heart.
Don't bless his heart to be open. I know what you mean when you say that.
Now you've gone from weird to being a complete asshole.
Kendrick Francois, you watch your mouth.
Why does he get to speak his mind but I can't?
We're not afforded the luxury of being discourteous.
Because then we're all belligerent or pushy or uppity or angry or sassy or whatever else they broadly label us.
Dudes, there is no us and them. We're all the same.
You and I are halfway. But
This is a multiracial family. That Mrs. Boudier is my biological mother.
And mine.
And mine too, dude.
And before you ask, yes, they all have the same father.
incredible. If I had known.
Oh, now we're getting somewhere.
Never mind.
Beaumont re-enters, still in the duvet, with a cart containing coffee and all the fixings. He nervously serves mother.
Go ahead, speak the truth and shame the devil.
Fine. I don't find them attractive.
More them stuff?
Yes, them. Black people. I don't find them attractive.
He's definitely a cop.
Oh my god, how did I miss this?
How rude.
There's a cop here already.
You're a racist.
A racist cop? I'll get him out of sentence.
He goes to prepare a cup of coffee.
I'm not racist. It's just a preference.
Damn it.
Like mine for black men. It's just what I like.
Who goes that over?
That's not a preference. That's racism.
Yep.
Beaumont hands Bettina the coffee.
You're discounting an entire segment of the population based solely on their perceived ethnicity.
Would you care for sugar?
Yes, please.
Beaumont plops sugar into Bettina's coffee.
Just a moment, Bettina. What did you say?
That I'd like sugar.
No. The thing before that.
That I fancy the darker hue.
Yes, that. That's outrageous.
Beaumont quickly makes another cup of coffee.
Bro, trust. She likes more than us black guys.
So you haven't had any black garters, and she slept with everyone.
Does everyone know?
It's common knowledge
Oh, dear Lord.
that if you have one drop of black blood, that makes you black. Period.
You may need this, sir.
He hands him the cup of coffee.
I know I didn't.
Coffee just doesn't taste the same when you drink it with nonsense.
Yo, that one drop rule is totes nonsense.
Coffee, please, Beaumont.
But for a minute, it was the law.
Get it yourself. What?
It made anyone who had even one ancestor from sub-Saharan Africa black.
Coffee, sir?
Yeah.
Beaumont goes to the coffee cup.
You're getting him coffee, but not me.
The law came from the idea of invisible blackness.
And now the law is coming for me.
Folks started having trouble discerning black from white.
Would you care for sugar?
You still work for my family.
No.
Not for much longer.
And that came from the long history of racial interaction.
Milk, sir?
No. Nothing.
You're being ridiculous.
No, you are.
It's an example of hypo-descent.
Your coffee, sir.
Beaumont pours Lars coffee.
Hypo, what now?
Hypo-descent. It's when peeps box interracial kids into one ethnic group, always the one with the lower status, irregardless of their actual genetic makeup.
Oh, another recitation. How exciting.
It erased entire families from existence.
You can't erase
Continue on, baby boy.
That was it, Mom.
it. Once you're black, you're black.
That's my point.
I guess you just couldn't memorize anymore.
True, but unlike
We can be black and other things as well, you know?
Lars sipping his coffee.
Damn. This is good coffee.
you find black undesirable.
Thank you.
Something not worthy of your affection.
Something, Bettina?
Yo,
I hope you will remember my kindness.
Really?
black and white is just a construct.
Now I'm just the thing.
Yes, darling, but you're my thing.
And that thing was a ticket to a green card.
One
Once
can
you-
surmise your fiancé is on the immigration train as well, the Canadian Express.
I resemble that.
What?
Shit, resent. I mean, I resent that. Another fiance?
I think you were right the first time.
You were using me?
Oh, more coffee.
Already?
I got it, Duckworth.
My name is Lars.
DuckTales. Woo!
Josh makes Lars the cup of coffee.
That's Lars.
That's very uncommon name. Scandinavian, is it?
So he's not dead?
From my mom's side of the family.
So I didn't kill him?
My dad was Irish and English.
So I'm not going to jail and I won't have to trade my ass for cigarettes?
How lovely. What?
Sometimes words are totes useless. You need examples, dude.
Why do you get to celebrate all of your ancestry, yet my son has to hide parts of his to gain your approval and acceptance?
I wasn't hiding anything.
Why would you hide? This
The
should
audience,
do it.
Josh is putting sugar in the cup of coffee.
I'm not ashamed of who I am.
Why would you be? We rock.
He hands the coffee to Lars.
We Africans are more genetically diverse than all the peeps in the whole world combined.
We? Who the hell is we? You're white.
Ooh, wrong again, darling.
That's Lars.
Yo, don't stuff peeps into color-coded boxes. It's rude.
Now I get the reason for the secret engagement.
We forgive your forefathers for that transgression. They know not what they do. Luke 23 and 34. But perpetuating it in this age of enlightenment is simply sinful.
Exactly. When you know better, you do better.
Lars sips his coffee.
Much like you.
That's disgusting.
Stop with the coffee and listen and learn something.
Yo, what's wrong with your Java?
Lars doesn't take sugar in his coffee.
My bad.
I'll get you another Lars, who's very much alive and totally not dead by suffocation by someone who's not me.
Now you're being even more weird.
Let me, Benson.
Who's Benson?
Josh goes to make another cup of coffee.
He doesn't take milk either.
Charlie glares at Bettina and starts to approach her.
No, he doesn't.
Listen, black, white, whatever.
Why do you know that Letcher's drink?
He said it earlier.
People are attracted to people who are like that.
Stop giving him your attention.
We were together and I'm nothing like you.
Thank God.
Bettina,
There are always exceptions to the rule.
All's fair in love and green cards.
may I make an inquiry?
It's just easier to be with someone who looks like
But I don't look like you either.
How do I take my coffee?
you, or comes from the same cultures.
Well,
Culture. This northerner's got jokes.
Dude, peeps thought up all those thoughts to protect the purity of the white race.
And guess who made those thoughts into laws?
Well,
let me think, darling.
And enforced them until 1967.
I have no bloody clue.
you should.
White people.
I'm your husband. For years it was.
For years, it was unlawful for the races to even intermingle.
Yo, and that shit,
Turns to
stuff,
Josh and gives him a look.
stuff was in the law books until the year 2000, dude.
Obviously, no one listened. Just look at those two.
How does Chadwick take his coffee?
He doesn't drink coffee, silly. He likes tea with honey.
She knows the bloody gardener's drink, but not mine.
Lars, did you know Ricky has recent ancestors from Africa?
Mom, plop, a drop.
He purposely puts milk into Lars' coffee.
Dude, according to you, that makes him wholly black.
Josh, don't egg them on.
How do you feel having slept with a black man?
Mom!
Lars sips his coffee.
Gross.
She made the gardener tea.
I can't anymore. I just can't. Beaumont, I need coffee.
Your hands and legs aren't broken.
Did you put milk in this?
Everyone is out of control, especially you.
Yep.
He goes to make himself a cup of coffee.
But at least I'm not guilty of murder.
I told you he didn't like it. Milk.
What?
She made Chadwick tea.
Charlie utterly chucks a pill at Bettina.
I'm free and clear.
What are you talking about?
It's still coffee though, isn't it?
You lost your mind.
It's coffee with milk. There's a difference.
Chadwick, the gardener.
Toad's right, dude. It does look a little different.
You don't say,
But yo, the first cup I gave you looked exactly like black coffee.
but it had sugar.
I know, dude, I made it. Duh.
Tea?
If you take two different things and mix them, it's not one thing or the other thing. They're one totes different thing, made up of parts of both.
You do have more recitation.
And that's why the one drop rule was and is totes crap.
Tea!
To the audience, Lars goes to make his own coffee.
Why the hell am I listening to a lecture on genetics from someone who can't even pour a simple cup of coffee?
The most intimate of English traditions.
Charlie throws another pill at Bettina.
Charles Reed!
Understand that people are more than the box you think they should check on the census for ethnic identity.
Berating him or inundating him with facts isn't going to help.
Oh, of course you're siding with him.
Ricky, bro, it's a lost cause.
Josh gives up and watches the versal Molly.
The ignorant remain ignorant simply because they're ignorant of their own ignorance.
Great! More bumper stickers.
I was completely ignorant to everyone's knowledge of Bettina with the help.
We all live the life we choose.
I did not choose to be publicly humiliated by my philandering Earl Grey peasant wife.
Oh, Charlie's finally getting there.
The gardener, watering withered old areas.
Ricky's just jealous of me, darling.
You're like the guys at the prep school I was sent to.
Spending time on her knees.
Polished it, sophisticated.
Now I see your sense of humor.
You know how the gays are.
I'm sure they all come.
My alma mater is dedicated to educating strong, ethical black
They
men.
adore their female icons.
They all come for tea.
I'm nothing like a black person.
Or a real
I'm
person.
When
fabulous.
they saw me,
All the gays want to be me.
they judged me.
Even Ricky.
Leave Ricky and his gay decidedness.
They mocked me.
Did you ever have a headache?
Occasionally.
They were trying to honor your exotic foreignness.
I'm from New Orleans!
You made a cuckold of me.
With that as a mother, Charles, is it surprising?
I'm Creole, a mixed race man.
Our union was completely contrived.
We don't say hello by bowing.
Setting up the bloody gardener's tea.
I'm a great driver, I suck at math.
The most sacred of English traditions.
Come on,
I only married you to escape my family.
What?
it's all subjective.
You're a machinacious little wench!
You can't see it because you're an Oriental.
Whoa, dude,
Oh my god!
you just made up a word.
So I guess I speak in broken English then?
Sure.
You had tea
And we all have tiger moms too.
with the gardener.
Bro, that one's true.
How could you be so intimate with him?
Joshua Etienne.
Every day I had to fight
With them.
just to survive that school.
Fight.
It just happened.
Josh, look at me.
You people are supposed to be meek.
Tea doesn't just happen.
Okay.
It takes skill,
Meek,
preparation,
what's up?
knowledge, investment, forethought.
Yes, I had tea with the gardener. All of them.
I had to prove who I was, that I belonged.
Now concentrate.
Why? I'm totes concentrating.
Josh tries to focus but can't, so he just watches things like a tennis match.
Because
I don't look African American to
I
you,
never wanted to get married.
Then why did you marry me?
so I can't possibly be African
To
American.
get my title and inheritance.
Don't focus on your brothers.
You married me for your family's money?
Yes.
My point exactly.
But I have money.
Focus on yourself.
Your money is fine.
What are you talking about?
You have those delicate little Asian features.
But my money is English money.
Charlie throws a pill at Bettina.
Use me.
At school, they called me Lacey Lacey.
I only went to Oxford to find a husband, darling.
Lacey Leachy, what the devil does that mean?
Did you hear about that woman who pretended to be black and became head of the NAACP?
Dude, that Rachel
You
chick.
went to Oxford to escape being pigeonholed.
Exactly. They said I was the gay Asian version of her, Ricey Racey, but they used an offensive Asian accent.
Of course.
We used each other.
Lacey Leachy.
You never told me that.
Oh, I get it.
Together we ended up here.
Would you have listened?
Way rude.
Of course.
I would have.
I see Leachy.
Doubt it.
It all makes sense now.
You always have your own agenda.
Lacey, Lacey.
So what's on it for this weekend?
Tea with the gardener.
As I was saying,
Gay
Josh,
Asian version.
See? I don't even matter to you.
Our atrocious lawn.
That's fun.
you're charming.
Your bogus botany degree.
No, it's not. It's racist.
You couldn't grow a blade of grass in a verdant meadow.
I do have 2 black thumbs, Charles.
And you're cute.
No offense, darling.
That's all you need to be successful on the internet.
Offense taken.
Charlie chucks another pill at Bettina.
And now Bettina is joining you in spreading that racism just like she spreads her legs.
Everywhere?
Beaumont enters with a fresh pot of coffee.
You know, she even cornered poor Beaumont right in this very room.
What? Do you have a thing for mental menial labors?
Oh, now you want to defend my honor?
I needed to blow off steam.
You aren't.
Oh, chivalry.
So someone has to.
Point 2 is getting there.
13 years is too long to wait.
You accosted Cogsworth 13 years ago?
When I was in Tonga.
We know!
Now, if you had stood up to your mother then.
Beaumont, that'll be all.
Yes, madam.
Beaumont, wait!
Oh, Ricky goes after Beaumont, but Lars grabs him.
Let him go. He's just a butler.
It's exhausting being scrutinized every moment of your life because of who people believe you to be.
Dude, don't I know it?
Let me go!
Ricky and Lars are in a staring match.
13 years ago, on our wedding day. Bettina,
I felt stifled, darling.
did you make Beaumont tea as well?
First by father, then by you.
Let's just get back to our life.
Do not blame your windward vagina on me.
Charlie throws an entire bottle at Bettina.
And number 1 is in the home stretch.
That was no headache earlier, was it?
Get married.
You were just getting jiggy in public with that.
Hey,
We are never getting back together.
pretend Bettina's just like the other woman.
Other women?
You think you've had a go of it?
Well, Lars is polysexual.
Oh, Lord, have mercy.
When that I will overlook.
For just 1 second,
But you don't date black people, remember?
He dated you.
try being me.
So he kinda does now.
Your school friends were right.
You were going to marry that?
Mom, please?
Have some compassion for my situation.
I got this.
You're not black.
Black is a part of who we are.
I'm the only dark face in a sea of snowy New England white.
You'd know that if you went to college.
You're more of a yellowy, beigey taupe.
That's it!
Still going on about college.
When I get my hands on you,
Ricky begins walking, chasing Lars around the sofa.
What am I going to do with him?
Ricky and Lars, at their pace, change directions, run around.
You need to apologize.
Do you want to know the truth
oh, like hell, dude.
of what it's like to be me?
You need to apologize.
Charlie raises, continually throwing pills at Bettina. Bettina attempts to dodge and circles around the room. Charlie suddenly stops her. They all walk in opposite directions of Ricky and Lars.
Every day I met with the stares and clutched purses.
Careful now, my good China.
Lars is the victim here.
I got it, Ma. I promise nothing will break.
How is Lars the victim?
Every day I have to be nicer than everybody
You
else.
lie about who you are.
Baby boy, Beaumont will take care of that.
No,
Calmer than everybody else.
I just did tell you all of it.
Really, Charles, this is calm.
Beaumont!
Oh, come on, Ma.
And better than everyone else at everything.
Okay, fine.
Let me do
You're
it.
certainly good at chucking pills.
Then tell me,
It's not your job.
why'd you cancel our wedding?
Dude, she said wedding like Mom.
Because I guess I knew deep down you wouldn't approve of my family.
It is contagious.
Every day.
Joshua,
There's one exception, though.
listen to me.
I've had to police my tone, police my walk,
Right, sister-in-law?
police my very being for fear of the actual police.
What are you talking about?
Stop throwing pills at me.
Your father and I worked hard so you wouldn't have to.
Oh, don't play dumb.
With the family money,
Did you ever wonder why I keep this damnable accent?
you can just live life and have fun.
Speaking like this, I go from threatening black man to colonized anomaly.
You had sex with her.
Far worse than you have made entire careers out of nothing more than that.
But even with all that pressure,
You're a lying, cheating racist.
I never made tea
Stop that stink.
for anyone.
I want a better life for all my boys.
You're a hypocrite.
I know.
Making tea for a man is a level of intimacy I will not do.
I know where the guy wearing the fluffy sheet got the fluffy sheet from.
It's
It's
a
a
duvet!
I don't care if it's a goddamn dust bunny. You owned that guy last night.
That's not the point.
First tea, then what? I discovered the children are mine.
That's Beaumont's job.
It's okay though.
The children are yours.
Do you see, Beaumont?
No.
You're on a break.
Given your proclivity,
You know what that means.
our son and daughter could be the progeny of any gardener from here to Nova Scotia.
Now, that's how open relationships work.
It's time for me to get together.
We don't have a relationship anymore.
Our children are the color of coffee mixed with cream.
But who's cream, Bettina? Who's cream?
Josh's phone rings and he answers it, but keeps clearing the coffee things.
Listen, Josh.
Listen, Tico.
Listen, Ricky.
Listen, Bettina.
You need to follow your own path.
I'm going to. Fine.
Even with all this, I still
through.
Charles, really?
I was doing it.
The truth is,
I no longer have sympathy for the privileged plight of your pussy.
Josh, stop and sit down.
Tico, I can't talk right now.
I am done. I'm not being your token of diversity anymore.
Joshua Etienne, you come back here.
You can't make babies.
Vengeance is mine. I will repay, says the Lord.
Charlie throws the entire bottle with patina again. Josh re-enters, still on the phone.
So we can ignore the genetic crap that fucking retard said.
Josh stops in his tracks. Ricky leaps over the sofa and slugs Lars. They fight behind the sofa.
Get out of my house.
Tico, all hell is breaking loose.
And don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you.
Gotta go. Charlie, come help me.
Charlie and Josh try to break up the fight, but are pulled into it.
Oh, for God's sake, stop with the fisticuffs.
Beaumont, I guess it's time for one of my fainting spells. That usually stops everything. Beaumont! Why all this commotion has given me the vapors, I do declare. I feel faint.
Mother fans herself with a napkin. There's more ad-libbing from the fight, adding to Mother's for Lard. Then what doesn't work, she walks downstage.
I said, all this commotion has given me the vapors.
Josh's attention is caught, and Mother is backing to wilting flower.
I do declare I feel faint.
Mother faints dramatically, slowly, but ever so slowly so Josh can catch her.
Passepartout, call 911. Ricky, Charlie, it's Mom. Help me get her to the sofa.
They all stop fighting. Ricky and Charlie help Josh. Lars sneaks out, Patina exits, and collides with Beaumont on the phone, still in the duvet.
The EMTs will be here shortly.
What happened?
They all stop away from Mother. Leaving her alone, she props herself up and watches and listens.
Bro, I have no idea. She was saying some strange stuff, and then the fight started, and bam, she was out.
He still didn't get it.
I knew something was a bit off with Mother's health.
No, you didn't. You said Mom was going to punish Ricky for not inviting her to his wedding.
Oh my God, she knew?
Yo, that's why she was saying wedding weird.
Apparently, she summoned you here to...
You knew she knew? You knew she knew. So this whole mess of the weekend is your fault.
Well, don't blame me. I wasn't the one who's secretly getting married.
Oh, I'm so sick and tired of your lack of communication.
Well, isn't that the pot calling the kettle yellowy, beigey toad?
Charlie steps in between Beaumont and Ricky.
Perhaps, Beaumont, you could tidy this mess up. Ricky, don't fault him. You know how Mother gets.
But
Focus on Samwise Gamgee later. We got 2 cheaters to deal with.
Ricky dumped the law, so technically 1 cheat.
and one racist asshat.
Whatever, dudes. Just take care of it before Ma wakes up and finds out. I'll stay with her until the doctor comes.
Thanks, Josh. You are truly the brains of this family.
And you, bro, are the heart.
I guess that makes me...
The moral compass that keeps us on the straight and narrow.
Charlie grabs Josh and Ricky in a 3-way hug.
I love you, you cheeky monkeys.
Mother smiles and silently claps. Charlie exits.
I'll call you as soon as the doc gets here. Promise, bro.
Beaumont enters with a handheld vacuum. He and Ricky lock eyes as Ricky exits. Josh watches Beaumont vacuum up the pills.
Are you going to tell him?
Tell what to who?
Are you going to tell Ricky that you're in love with him?
I'm sure he and Lars are patching things up as we speak.
Dude, profess your damn love.
Beaumont turns off the vacuum.
He's already spoken for.
Then speak louder. Speak louder, Jeffrey.
The butler from the French Prince of Bel-Air?
No, dude, you, Jeffrey Beaumont, speak louder.
I can't get my heart broken again.
Beaumont takes off the duvet and gives it to Josh. He's only wearing boxer briefs.
Give Ricky back his favorite fluffy sheet for me, please.
Beaumont exits.
Dude, it's a dude. Wow, nice cakes. My bro has good taste.
Now I'll finally have Josh's full attention, but still no plan. Crap. I guess I'll have to just wing it.
Josh starts to move the sofa as Mother lays back down. She waits and then theatrically screams.
Mom, everything's gonna be fine. The doctor's on his way.
What happened? Where is everyone?
Calm down, Ma. You got tight when Lars called me a...
Don't say it. It's rude and it's not true.
I know, Ma.
Everyone insurance.
I know, Ma, but
College is hard.
I know, Ma, but
Come home and run the family business.
Ma,
I'll make you a VP of something or other, and then,
dude,
yes, baby boy.
I already graduated from college
That's amazing. When?
2 years ago.
2 years. Why didn't you tell me?
You always said not to worry about school. You and Pops wanted me to have fun and to focus on being the best person I could be. I didn't want to disappoint you guys.
Disappoint us? You could never. I'm so very proud of you, and I know your daddy would be too.
I finished summa cum laude. I found what I'm good at.
And what is that, baby boy?
Biomolecular engineering with a concentration in genetic analysis.
Holy shit.
And Pete, this, Mom, my doctorate dissertation is almost done.
But doesn't it take like half a dozen years to do that?
Yeah, sure, dude, for most people, but not for me.
My youngest is a genius.
Totes. And I will come, and I came home to personally invite you to the ceremony. Will you come?
Of course, baby boy, as long as you're happy.
I am. Pops had his way of finding out who he was. This is mine. Moving forward is impossible without looking back and knowing where you came from.
I always knew in my heart you were my smartest child. Number 3 has taken care of himself.
Mother and Josh can be seen in the background talking as Ricky enters fully dressed with his arm in a sling. Charlie enters properly dressed with a bag of keys held to his head.
Hey, Charlie, got a sec?
They whisper for a moment.
Jolly good, old chap.
They exit.
Well, bloody hell. Josh was right. I do sound like that.
Beaumont re-enters. He brings with a cart with lunch items on it to the bar.
Here's some food for you.
Beaumont exit. Ricky enters the drawing room. Josh sees him and walks over. They whisper for a moment, and Josh exits. Bettina enters into the foyer to meet Charlie. At the foyer,
I guess it's your turn to babysit the dying old woman.
You're not dying.
Death could be lurking right outside my door.
I'll spare you the embarrassment of divorce. Take it all.
If you don't stop with the drama, I'll let death in.
I'm not a Philistine. I won't leave you destitute.
Oh, you won't, darling. These earrings alone could purchase a small country.
Don't yell at me, I'm fragile.
And after I booked the tickets to return for your American Thanksgiving, I received a call saying Father had finalized everything. I am now officially a baroness.
No, you're just hungry. The EMT said you could be suffering from lack of sleep and dehydration.
You may address me as Dave,
So, eat something, please.
Not bloody likely.
Who has time? I'm hosting the cotillion next weekend, and this place is nowhere near ready.
Cotillion? Oh,
And what if your father should object to your current state of affairs and go back on his word?
Oh, don't be naive, Charles. This was all merely business.
what size dress did you buy?
Size 4.
Stop with diet and eat.
Ricky and Mother are silent for a moment.
Father wanted grandchildren, a legacy. Thanks to our marriage and 2 beautiful offspring, Father got what he wanted, and so did I. Title, lands, and all.
I suppose I am naive, aren't I?
Oh, we're all human, darling. For the want of love or money or acceptance, we let the world dictate and label who we are. We then stuff our real selves into that societally created box and pass that box down from generation to generation.
I'm sorry about Lawrence.
No, you're not.
You're right, I'm not. He's not the one for you.
Someone should have the fortitude to break free.
I realize that now.
Well, I tried, darling. This is the best I could manage.
How did you find about the wedding?
The same way I found about Charles's mess of a marriage, his teaching assistant.
I should do better. I can do better. For the children. I'll start by resigning as dean.
Now, you may have a bit of contempt for me, but you love your
Your
brothers.
mother will not be pleased.
When you didn't invite them to the wedding, I knew something was afoot.
Damn, Mother.
And when a mother senses something's wrong, she'll do whatever she thinks is best to correct the situation,
Language, darling.
whether her children like it or not.
Like banishing one to boarding school?
Damn it all to hell.
I didn't banish you, child. I sent you away because the senior Beaumont and I thought you and Beaumont Jr. were far too young to have such a serious relationship.
No more trying to appease anyone or or anything.
I didn't want you to go through what I did with your father.
My life shall now be my own, and I will dedicate it to my children and my first love, animal husbandry.
That's why. Not because
You're gay?
You were maiming the family pets in the name of science.
No, we knew early on both you and Baby Beaumont weren't the same as
That's
some.
brilliant.
So you approve of who I am and who I love.
Honey, you're a grown man. You don't need your mother's approval for anything, only your own.
And now we can finally get on with our true lives.
Sending you away put a rift between us and made you hide parts of who you are. As Josh would say, that's my bad.
I'm glad we can be so amiable about all of this.
I don't hide who I am.
Of course, darling.
I got tired of fighting a losing battle every day just to be partially accepted. So I stopped fighting.
By doing that, you let other people define you, label you, and tuck you neatly away into the box they made for you.
This was a long time in the making, after all.
What you need to do is celebrate who you are. Celebrate your successes every day. If you thrive in this world, you won't have to constantly do battle.
Of course, darling.
You'll be winning the war.
This is the only outcome for us.
And honestly, those who don't like you based on what they see or what they think they see don't deserve to have someone as special as you in their life.
Lars enters the foyer. He has 2 black eyes.
There it is.
He crosses to pick up the forgotten suitcase.
He told you what he wanted to hear, what you should be hearing. That's why you ignored all the red flags.
Charlie, taking the keys from his head.
Step away from that.
If you're that desperate for companionship and acceptance, get a puppy.
Why?
A puppy will love you just the way you are. Perfect.
You have to say that.
It belongs to Rick.
You're my mom.
No.
It's true, my little sugar bone.
Mother and Ricky sit in silence for a moment.
It's mine. You would have known we had matching bags if you had taken mine to my room.
I'm not the bloody butler. Ow!
Charlie puts the keys back on his head.
Beaumont!
You had to ruin a nice moment.
The boot is full. Put it in the back seat. I'll be there straight away.
She slaps Lars on the butt and he exits.
You hush. Beaumont, come here, boy.
Charles, darling, I would love to stay and chat about cats and dogs and such, but there's a sexy piece of man meat waiting for me in the taxi.
Of course, darling. Here, take this.
He hands Bettina an empty pill bottle.
You may need it for the next garden.
Oh, I may indeed. Oh, do let me know when it's time to sign the divorce papers. Love to the children. Cheers.
Bettina exits. Charlie goes back into the house. Beaumont enters the drawing room dressed in jeans, sneakers, and a rugged-looking button-down shirt.
Yes, madam.
Sit.
No, thank you, madam.
Beaumont, I said sit. Now
Really?
sit.
Really, madam, I prefer to stand.
I don't care what you prefer. You are still my employee.
I would like to resign, effective immediately.
Jeffrey, things have changed.
Ricky, I will handle this. Your resignation will be accepted once luncheon has finished.
Thank you, madam.
Until then, sit.
Of course, madam.
Not over there, here, by me.
But Mom, that's Dad's.
Never you mind. Now sit, Jeffrey.
Beaumont sits in father's chair to the right of mother.
That's a good boy. You are such a good boy. You've been committed and dedicated, not to mention loving to me and my whole family. Your daddy would want me to make sure you leave the estate with a clear conscience and a light heart.
Mom, I'm begging you, please don't.
So the two of you will resolve this little squabble you're having. Afterwards, please serve sweet tea. Then you can be finished with all your obligations. So I'll just let you two get to getting.
Mother rises to leave. Both men stand.
I do believe there is hope for the future of civilized man.
Mother exits and Beaumont begins to exit.
Please, stay.
To take care of your mother again? Ain't gonna happen. After I serve sweet tea, my fealty to the entire Boudier family will be done. So let me get together.
Jeffrey, wait.
You know, I've been waiting in this house, in this job, in that damn accent for 13 years for something that's clearly never gonna happen. Meanwhile, you're living your fantastic life in your fantastic penthouse with your fantastically
I
racist
don't live in a
fiancé.
penthouse.
Well, my imagination you do. You sit there in your penthouse laughing at the little southern boy we fell in love with you years ago. I wrote you actual letters every damn day to tell you, but you never wrote back.
I didn't get any. I called, but you were always out.
I didn't do anything but soak in my room. Wait a minute. It was then, wasn't it?
Yep. Our parents plotted to keep us apart.
So neither rain nor sleet nor darkened night can stop the United States of America.
But together, Mom and Bowman Sr. could.
So, now that we both know who's to blame, something you'd like to say to me? Anything at all? I dare you. No. I don't dog dare you.
Well, I don't want to play this game with you.
Would it make you feel better if I said it first? Maybe. Fine. I
Ricky grabs Beaumont and kisses him passionately. Mother appears in the archway, once more looking fabulous.
It seems history is repeating itself.
Oh, except this time you can't keep us apart. This is the man that I love, and I don't need your approval.
I love you too.
Beaumont grabs Ricky and they kiss again.
Since I'm the one who got you two back together, my approval is implied.
Whoa, somebody's talking real loud, dude.
I'll make the tea, Mrs. Boudier.
I'll get it, Agador Spartacus. You just keep talking louder.
Who the devil is Agador Spartacus?
He's the butler from the bird cage.
I would have thought the movie was below your moral standards.
It's simply a movie, not a homosexual indoctrination film.
Did you and Bettina work things out?
The Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. When the papers are signed, the marriage will officially be over.
Getting a divorce, huh?
Maybe you can also get rid of that accent.
Oh, divorce. I get it now.
I think the accent will go quite nicely with my new veterinary practice. Besides, I enjoy being a little outside of the box.
Oh, it's the best place to be.
So, Ricky, dude, are we gonna do what we talked about earlier?
Yep. Right now. Charlie, deep breath. Floor is yours.
Mother, your sons would like a word with you.
What is it my beautiful boys want to say?
You have manipulated us this entire weekend.
Yeah, divorce. Wedding. You know what, bros? Maybe Ma's been manipulating us our whole lives.
Maybe, Josh. Maybe.
How about definitely? Mom and old Beaumont plotted to keep me and Jeffrey apart. I wound up engaged to marry a racist.
But at least now you know to live your life proudly, accepting all of who you are, because some never will.
They may even make you speak the way a newscaster from BBC America does.
And to Jeffrey,
Whose butler was Ed, too? I don't know that dude.
regardless of who did what to whom, my oldest is finally free and following his lifelong dream, and I get to attend my baby's doctorate ceremony at UC Berkeley.
She raises a glass.
To my two boys.
They all drink and react accordingly.
Cheers to that.
Don't do it, Charlie. Don't.
Charlie lets the liquid slowly drip out of his mouth.
Dude, if Ricky says you can swallow, you can swallow.
Charlie finishes his spit take.
Oh, Charlie, what am I going to do with you? You're a bit young to start your second childhood, don't you think?
What is in that?
Dude, you were complaining so much about tea earlier, I didn't want you to get mad again. So I made the Long Island kind.
Josh's phone rings.
Oh snap, I gotta take this. Yo, Bud White.
That's no way to answer a phone.
I told her.
I swear,
You are? No way.
you boys have forgotten your home training.
Well, not all of it. Now stop deflecting, Mom. It's not going to work this time. Charlie, continue.
We, your sons, demand you stop with the manipulation and drama, and let us freely live our lives on our own as we see fit.
And if you do that, I'll move back home.
My sugar bowl wants to come back home.
To be with Jeffrey.
I'm so happy. Number 2 is done. So that only leaves one last point on my agenda.
Charlie is getting a divorce. Ricky and I are together. And Janice is getting a doctorate from college. What's left?
Well, since you asked, I was hoping you all would help get the estate ready for the cotillion next weekend.
I knew it.
Yeah, we all will, Mother.
I knew there was a reason you summoned us here.
Provided our conditions are met first.
Have my 4 boys plotted to unfairly manage me?
You learn from the best.
Fine. To have you all back in my life, I will accept people in situations just how they are and allow them to be whatever they may be, no matter what. No meddling, no manipulation, no nothing. Just love and support.
Mother hugs Ricky, Beaumont, and Charlie.
Now, let's get to getting on these boxes.
Yo, guess who came to visit? Tico, my girlfriend.
Yo, what's up, my nigga? Oh, hell no!
And they all lived happily ever after.
So guys, I know it's been a long show, but if you'd like to take a few minutes to stretch your legs and then come back if you have any questions that might help the playwright to hone his work and get it ready for publication, I'll be happy to accept them. And any cast members that are interested and willing to stay, fantastic. Thank you. Team, I think we're gonna get started. Anybody in the lobby that wants to join? We're gonna take a few questions. Okay.
Can we start with introducing ourselves, starting with Stacy? Thank you for you shape the foundation of Lars.
So, Rick, can we start with you? Tell us who you are and a little bit about you.
I'm single, I live alone.
He has a landline.
It has a crank and I get the operator. As you probably know, in this competition of the recent plays, over 250 were submitted, and Lab Theater had several people reading. I was one of them. I had over 30 plays, and this is one of the plays that I really lobbied a lot of because I thought the way it copied and covered the topics that are all current, and you didn't teach, you didn't preach or teach, you just showed by example the lunacy and how all people should come together. When I talked to the playwright about this, he said that that was the right course, and he wanted to keep it going that way. It was interesting to see what happens. It happens as a family that fights and bickers among themselves all the time, even though the matriarch is trying to guide them. And if it didn't work out the first time, she's drawn them back here to set them all straight, and they get to the game.
I play Mother. My name is Tawana Clemens.
Do you have any insight about Mother? Did you model Mother on anyone?
Well, you know, I played a mother before, so. But this one was a little different. You know, it's just really about a mother and her kids, and this is what life looks like when they become adults, particularly.
I'm Matt Flynn. I live in Naples. This is, wait, who do I come over here? This is a lot of fun. Bit of a drive. And we did some earlier rehearsals. I was Beaumont, then I was Charles, and then I was back to Beaumont. So wrestling, strangely written with these two different accents, so that was very confusing. It wasn't consistent, but kind of understood it. You know, he's playing a mask, and so interesting. Well, the scene, not looking for Marshall, my garage not as long as his. Yeah, I played Ricky, who's the gay Asian son, and I think he has like two sides. He's very bitter throughout his life because he's always been like bullied and stuff. He's at his boarding school, so he has a lot of bitterness inside. And I think when he comes back, it's Jeffrey, he just brings out how he used to be before. So that's why like I had like a total shift when I'm talking to him. And then like I'm annoyed with him the entire time. That's how I really care for him. It's very good.
Do you think he subliminally knew that Lars was racist?
like, I think he knew it back in the back of his head. He just couldn't put words to his thoughts. Like, he was like, yeah, he's not going to prove my family, but he couldn't think why.
Because you
Because
don't
they're-
see the red flags.
Yes, yeah.
You should see.
So he ignored all the little microaggressions that Lars probably was doing all this time.
So you knew he could never bring him home to mom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then this is like a huge realization. Oh, that's why I won that.
Lawrence.
So I'm Jesse Stout, I played Lars. Lars was an interesting character, just to tie off of what you guys were saying, as I continued to read the script, and this part is like, oh man, oh boy, you know, I'm going to say this out loud in front of an audience. This is awesome. But I too had an opportunity for rehearsals to play a couple of different parts, such as Beaumont. That was fun, just trying out different accents. So that's just learn something different to us into sort of the genteel, southern accent of Beaumont. I'm trying to bring out my feminine side with Lars. That was fun. Yeah,
And a little side note for everybody, we do have dialect workshops on Sunday here at the
I'm Jack Well. I live in Naples, and I've been involved in community theater in Southwest Florida for a little over 20 years, since I was 10.
Your character.
I was the white surfer dude, supposedly smart, but even though he said the word irregardless, which breaks it.
Webster just said that it's a word.
No.
Yes.
I know, I refuse it.
I refuse it also,
Refuse.
but I'm just saying, that's where,
It's the same as regardless. You don't need the ear.
well, Bertel is also a word. But he is the smartest one on the stage. And Bettina.
I am Jessica Black. I played Bettina, and actually, when I read the script, I immediately thought of Nigella Lawson, who is a British chef, and she very much enjoys how she speaks, and she's very sexual with a lot of her food, the way she does it. So I was like, oh, yes, I want to play Nigella Lawson. Who doesn't? So it was really fun to just, I read the Bettina for the call, the casting call. I read Bettina's description. I was like, me. I want to do that.
She did. That was the exact reaction.
Thank you, guys.
So, do you guys have questions, input, anything? What stood out?
Well, like right off the bat, if you were writing for the back cover of this play, and you had a few words that you wanted to throw out as your immediate reaction, what would those 2 or 3 words be?
Insane.
Insane. Great. Just shout them out.
Insightful.
Insightful? Insightful and insane.
Yeah.
Ooh, good. Alliteration.
Opening up
dysfunctional.
It's
opening up
conversation starter.
Well, without reading tonight, do you think the playwright made his point?
Yeah. Think so.
Was there anything you didn't understand that we could clarify for you? Any relationships or scenes that didn't come across, or you think the playwright might want to go back and revisit?
I think it would be easier for us to visualize all the interactions once they're in costume, they're set, and they're acting. Yeah, it's a little difficult right now.
It is tricky to do all the physical stuff,
Gabrielle?
I was wondering about the fourth wall of the novel. That was kind of not so much that she does it, but maybe the placement of it in the script. It's like she comes. If you don't, I think I caught like a tagline summary of this on Facebook. We're getting here some idea of the mother as a character, and such. But like if you come in blind, it's sort of interesting that she has this guiding role and that she does break the fourth wall, but that you don't get that right away. So it was just interesting.
your co-conspirators.
I couldn't hear what she said.
She was wondering about Mother breaking the fourth wall and the timing of Mother breaking the fourth wall.
Being a very physical play, because as far as has to be presented, there's a lot of interactions that happen simultaneously in different parts of the stage. So, and it would be a very physically active play that then, when those scenes are continuing, then particular characters could step into a spotlight while others are to a half light, and would be able to speak and break right to the audience, where, as in Shakespeare, a soliloquy would happen, and you get to understand the mind of what the mother, the son, or any of the characters was thinking about what was going on. And that would be more accessible to you, the audience. Doing it as a reading like
almost
this.
had some breaking the fourth wall moments that I don't think translated very well, because you don't know if I'm looking at you specifically or just in theater's theater.
Right. Yeah. Were there any things that you thought worked really well? Any kind of feedback you went to give to the playwright about something that you really enjoyed that stood out?
I think that the number was wonderful.
What? Oh, yeah.
The writing did about the butler.
Yes, the name of other names. So I would say like more of that, because that to me was like really like connecting with so many different people and the different eras, and also like maybe all these different butlers also had different ethnic origins, right? So kind of almost emphasizing that. You like have Mr. French, he was like the white guy or whatever, and like all the different butlers from all these different eras. And then also like the same thing you said, like how, well, there was a couple things that were said. So like as far as the stage action, like definitely could see like some funny slapstick stuff in there would be very entertaining. And then like the breaking the fourth wall, and then like the slapstick, and then like the breaking the fourth wall. You know what I mean? To like keep it moving, because when everything's so dialogue, I'm almost like, well, where's the song? Like, why isn't it a musical? Like there's so many poignant things and important statements that, a lot of times when there's music, people like remember that song and it sticks in their head more.
In an actual stage, when scenes that happen like in the hallway or in the archway and all like that, may be brought downstage on the apron. There wouldn't be an actual second set. The drawing room would be the only set, and then it would be more obvious, oh, this is happening in another place.
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
I was gonna say that almost was one of my favorite things. I know it's hard to bring it out here, but I could see it the way a lot of foreground and background was happening when the stage direction. When I realized there's gonna be this background of people doing something funny as you're getting the foreground scene. I thought that was actually a bit unique to this play and the script that I thought.
And the overlapping lines of brothers together, fighting, and conversations happening simultaneously. If you ever think of three kids in the back seat of a station wagon while mom's trying to get errands done, and the kids are just running it back and forth, that's why the pacing, the speed of this is written, and then performing it physically with the movement and the voice like this hanging around, it would really show the cacophony that's going on.
Oh, the other thing I think that people really connect to are like, there was a lot of analogies with the alcohol, right, the mixology, which is so funny because my son literally just like finished bartending school like today, like downtown. And I was like, oh, I wish we'd been here like see the whole mixology thing. And then with the coffee, and I kept expecting someone to turn to me and say, oh, you like it black. But I mean, they weren't literal, but like that's like what I'm thinking in my mind, that, the one who was like supposedly the most racist, and he didn't want to be with someone who was black, but he likes his coffee black. And then with sugar in it, it still looks like black coffee, but doesn't taste like black coffee.
That's
and then
why
you add the cream. So like all those analogies, like you even have more like puns, like a little more punny there with the coffee and with the liquor. I think that she liked the liquor. Anybody who could be a liquor would definitely be like connected to to your character.
I didn't know if it was
Bring your liquor over here, honey.
I did some research.
So I like the analogies that they were doing with like the liquor and the coffee, and people can relate to that because people like to drink and they love their coffee and they love their alcohol. It's something that people are very passionate about. So I think connecting with people that way also.
I also think that where it falls a little short for me, and I was on the same committee with Rick, so I had the privilege of reading it a couple times. And it read better here than just off the page, there's gotta be moments where the family is family. And so, to play out those moments that you guys were talking about the butlers and stuff, because it's like, at first they're just annoying with the younger brother, they're like, just shut up, right? And then by the end, they're adding in butler jokes and stuff like that. And so, just to see more moments where they connect as siblings, I think would be really nice.
Yeah.
Because one of the things that was a little hard for me in reading it was like, why do they want to be around each other? They don't like each other. They don't seem to have anything in common anymore. And so the playwright, I think, would probably find a few more of those moments that are fun. I'm sure when it's put up on stage too, just the fact that they're willing to fight for each other is one of those moments. It's like you can still hate your siblings, but so no one else can hate your siblings, right? So, you're
That's a
gonna
great note.
fight for your sibling.
Yeah.
And so those moments, I think if there were like a couple more of those where we actually find the family, where the siblings drawn back to each other would be nicer, because it's kind of hard to figure out why they would want to come back and like each other.
They were ordered to come back so long.
Right, they were ordered, but that doesn't mean they have to stay.
Like showing more
In the end,
love,
they
showing more
choose to
connection,
stay.
right? Showing more connection of like things that they remember, like memories or things that
And
they
we did that between the two of you, right? We did that. That connection and that being drawn home. We don't always get that between the siblings.
Because it seemed like they never lived there together almost, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's where, like when you're telling the story, like, you had him, then he left, then he came back, and then another one, and then they left, and then they left. So were they ever all there together? So like maybe finding a moment where they did all live together as brothers and something.
Ricky and Beaumont were there earlier for the wedding and then went separate ways.
Right. So that whole was a little bit hard to connect that whole thing. So like maybe gelling it a little bit more.
Those
Right?
are great notes, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So
That was
interesting.
Also, I wanted to say that this whole thing about the mixed race, the mixed drinks, the mixed coffee. I don't
The
know if there was
mixed messages.
Yeah,
Mixed message.
right.
A lot of mixology.
It's all of that mixed together.
And the racial question, I mean, he doesn't look Asian at all. Why didn't they just change it to like you could definitely change it to different things. Like
Finish your
Doesn't have to be-
thought there.
Yeah, thanks. There's no payoff.
Okay.
That's what I feel like. Wow, that's a lot of talk about genealogy and the alleles and all of that, and then all of these metaphors mixed in about,
Right.
the cocktails, the coffee. It's supposed to be one son is very dark, one son is very light, and one son has Asian features. And then at the end, you're like, so what?
Yeah.
His battle wasn't harder, his battle was easier, maybe they should have been. We get a little bit more about racism at the school, but I think there should have been a bigger payoff.
Yeah.
For all of that.
And maybe relating to the father, like and how like he died, but we don't really know. It's just a kind of big question.
But he's a strange cat. I mean, who
Right?
lives for 5 years at a time and
He
drags
came
off
back,
a baby?
right? He came back. There was really no
Drags
like.
off a baby and comes back with a preschooler.
Must be really nice in Tonga.
Bizarre.
And if your father was 107, like how old are you?
Well, that was an exaggeration.
I know.
She was only 16 when she had Charlotte.
Thank you guys for these
Yeah.
notes and discussion. Appreciate it.
Thank you
Let's
so
give these
much.
guys another round of applause for being